Aaron. Welcome. Easy pigeon. It's like it's summoning, calling over I was gonna say it's chums, but that's seagulls, isn't it? Okay, this is gonna sound really strange. Do birds sneeze? Asking the real questions here. A fish face. You were thinking about that too? I want to say I don't know. I have no idea. No idea. Right, what were we doing? Oh, I like the video. I think so. It would just be very loud and out of tune. To me. I was just thinking when you said that, I was like, is that one of these unpopular opinion type deals? Could be. Someone stepped on a squeaky toy. Well, maybe. Maybe, who knows? Maybe some bird owner can confirm or deny these do bird sneeze questions. Okay, this is really strange. I'm gonna quickly put it over. And get rid of this. So, oh, it's fucking ending. We got to see the video, the other animated scene in between, where they were wearing different outfits. It's added that in as a thing that plays now. It didn't used to play. But yeah, squeaky toy pigeons. Pinky and desk fan. There's blood on the piano. Why did it say pinky? God, fingy desk fan. Why was their fingers getting stuck in desk fans? I'm a little bit confused on that front. Just a tiny bit. No, not entirely confused. There's like that. Oh, it's summon. But there's also a whole. Someone stuck their finger in a desk fan. I'm expecting a whole. It was an experiment.
Something feels odd here. Be on your guard.
There was an experiment going. Oh no! This is what we were doing. Oh fuck! I got everything there. We're going this way. I might have to run back to the mine tunnels. I forgot taking the guard off the front to improve airflow. You meant to move it. Oh no. Does it improve airflow? I thought they were like a wire mesh thing. Like really thin mesh grill type deal. Ooh, Leslie, I can speak. Laceration squared to the nail bed. Oh. Ouch.
It's crazy to see rocks melt before our eyes.
Watch where you're going, everyone. If you fall, there'll be nothing left of you.
Exactly. So don't try it. anything funny. Especially you, Law. No pushing anyone. Not even as
As a joke?
I'm not a little kid!
I don't think Law would do that. Not even here. Wire mesh with some genius made it be dense.
I didn't know you had that sort of.
Oh
trick
wait,
up your
denser
sleeve,
than
though.
necessary?
I would have figured rocks and plants would be too different for you to handle both.
Not necessarily. Both of them contain Earth astral energy.
Ah.
Luckily for me, this area is rich not only in fire energy, but Earth as well.
Absolute. Oh, absolute protection for absolute peace of mind. I feel like that's some kind of slogan from Fallout universe. Yeah, it was a design ethos for this defensive gear layered with chainmail, light armor, and plating. That sounds like overkill, but okay. Who's wearing it? Ooh. We got this one as well. Construct. So I need to find something with Dohalim elsewhere. Anything that looks like this kind of red material, but also vines that aren't fully connected. Oh crap! Big enemies. But there might be things. Oh, do I just want to bypass it just now? There's quite a few enemies, isn't there? And I'm not looking so hot in my party members. I don't have my CP, which is probably because I've built these bridges. Let me reduce airflow by maybe 20%. This one is nearly half. Oh wow. Yeah, no, it seems like it's a really shitty fan. God, I haven't had a fan since I was at my parents'. Now, every other place I've been in. My PC also ate a wasp. Oh, what is going on over there? Yeah, so my parents used to get sun as soon as it rose above the buildings opposite in the morning up till kind of lunchtime-ish. So it heated the rooms up to stupid temperatures. So that was the last time I had fan. Because in here, you only get the sun later on in the day. Like, late afternoon when it comes around. So it doesn't get that warm. This is what happens when you don't babysit me in the evenings. I mean, I would be like, good PC. Give it a treat. Kind of deal. Do you have wasp carcass? Like, in your PC now? Or does it get chewed up some way? Okay, so we've got a quick way over should we need to come back. My only issue is I never got that one there. And this one's the two of them. I don't want to deal with them. Nope. Okay, we're good. Bye. We're not on board with that one today. I'm hoping there's a camp out here. I can go check in case it's skates. Mightily enraged. Oh no. Wait, this is we're gonna have a fight. Oh no, fights. Fights abound. Right. Okay. So, we'll do another save, but it's going to be in a new slot. This one. So we've done cleared most of the area. There's one thing, gem-wise, that I need to try and get from where I've walked through inside the volcano. And this is before shit hits the fan. Will I don't know. Do I want to restore everyone? You know what, we will. Okay, can I get in here? Can I get in here before anything? There's a reason I was running in there. We still had the food buff, which was the experience increase, but I don't know if it runs out during fights or oh shit, or in between. fuck? Some fire gods?
is that thing? Probably that monster Nath warned us about, if I had to guess.
Do
It
you
looks
think
like
this might
he
have been
has
where
got
one of those lights that shot out of the
maybe
wedge
some weak
landed?
points.
But why
Friends?
this location? If the purpose of the wedge is to harvest Dana's astral energy.
We can figure that out later. If that thing gets into town, it's
All
going
the
to cause
elements
chaos.
had something
We
land
need to take it
in
down
their
and
respective
move on.
area.
Let's go.
So I need to go when I'm more leveled up, because I am woefully underleveled for it. Ifrit, Malam.
This
Okay,
one's
hold on.
tough,
Wait,
but
can
we
I-
have
can
no
I-
choice.
Can I target?
Here it comes! Focus!
On your toes, everyone.
I can't. Oh, I can't target you. That's why.
Suddenly turning tail doesn't seem so ridiculous.
Why? Are you scared?
Me?
Oh, I
Do
can.
you even have to ask?
I can't even
Of course
attack.
I'm scared.
Focus up before we become that thing's lunch.
Is summoning Zoogle?
Take care of them while keeping an eye on it!
Take care of them. Keep an eye on it. What the hell?
By the power of
Oh, why is this awful?
in here.
Now you see what I can do.
The earth throbs
This'll
in
come in
pain.
handy. Explosion!
Down!
You're old. Eat dirt. I never miss. Raging storm.
Rising Wyvern!
I'll heal you all. Here's the Island circle.
Not a
Back into
chance!
the fray.
Rising Wyvern!
Oh shit! There's big flames going on.
Rising Wyvern!
Now you see what I can do.
Charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well
Ooh, hi.
No more playing nice. Come forward.
Burn! Stay away from my friend!
now you've gone and ticked me off!
I'm not done! Stardust! Rising
Oh, Shion's dead. Shit. Whoops.
No way out? I'll take you all on!
Focus on the trash. We're keeping an eye on the big guy. Yep, I know.
Flare the Malika!
What was that?
Will this help?
Rising Wyvern!
Let me out!
Oh, he just screwed me up. Ah, in the circle. In the circle. Try and heal. Try and heal. Oh no.
Start by holding the front
I have no idea what's going
No
on.
sooner said than done.
Shion! Oh, you twat.
I hope this medicine works as promised.
Rising Wyvern!
Rinwell, it's nothing. I'm all right.
Coyote!
Smash you!
I'm trying to take out some of these big dudes, but holy crap.
Find me yours to be let free!
Here's a mind if I do.
Stardust!
First aid. What would I do without you? Hear me. More with that camera. Water, hear my call. Here's the evil.
Rising Wyvern!
I've taken too many hits!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down. Lightning orb. Raging lightning. Downfall. Here, let me help.
Rimel, what are you doing? Why are you standing there? Mm.
Armor won't save you.
Lunar blast. I'm all stuffed up.
Mirage! Rising Wyvern!
It's funny when you mishear what they're saying. Because it sounded like she said I'm also knocked up.
Say no more!
I don't care. Unless Elephant's been doing something. Nah.
Their arcs were interrupted.
I never miss.
Rising Wyvern!
Be careful not to overdo it.
I'm sorry. I'll do better.
It looks like you got this one covered.
Core break. Yes.
We can
Oh, 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 oh no, oh no. Get out of the way, out of the way!
Rising Wyvern!
Lightning meteor!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! Here come more!
We'll just have to keep fighting.
Oh shit.
That's my cue.
This is gonna be a shit show.
Now you see what I can do.
Do it, Tourmaline!
Light burst forth!
Radiant Genesis!
My turn! You're mine!
Now or never.
By the do it!
Rising Wyvern!
In a bind.
Radiant Thunder!
Oh, out there, out there. Okay, we'll try it.
Frozen!
Friggin' Magma. Magma Colossus, maybe not the time announced the party that you're pregnant.
This one's mine!
Oh, who's doing this? Who's doing this? Who does this weird wonderful thing? Oh no, I'm gonna be dead. Oh fuck, just keep going. Presents. This is like, can you heal me? Can you heal us? Heal circle. Healing circle. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Oh no, oh no, 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 no. Oh, this is
I don't mind if I do. I never miss.
I can carve through armor.
Can you? Thanks. Okay, good to know. I ain't even dealt with her big dude.
Yeah. Nice technique.
Prepare to be sealed. In a bind.
I don't even think that hit you. Where are you? Why are you up in there? Oh my god, have I broke this? Why are you all in there? You shouldn't be in there. Why are you in there?
Next! Not a chance! Soda! Rising Wyvern!
I thought you were more defensively minded.
Oh fuck, I'm dead.
So the best defense is a good offense.
Now you see what I can do.
I'll bring you back from death to this. Eat dirt.
I'm not done yet!
Magic is there. Freeze Lancer. I'll heal you all.
Come on, come on, move, move, move.
Healing Spree. What would I do without you?
Now let's see what we've got.
To stop you dying?
Oh crap.
I'm all set. This one's mine. There you go. Don't let up.
Rising Wyvern. Ready and rare.
Spread. Glacial Spear.
Shockwave Slash!
This one's mine. Freeze Lancer. Wind Astral Energy. Purge Millennium Corruption. Arctic.
Oh shit. Oh god, you throwing rocks at us?
Searing Flame. Hear me. Lightning Fury. Raging Glacial Spear's mine.
We'll take it.
Astral Energy.
Say no more!
Listen, I still can't hit him.
It's about to strike.
Look sharp, everyone!
Oh fuck. Oh, that was awful. Cool. Shit.
Ready to... Everyone all right?
We won't surrender. We won't retreat. Not yet.
Whatever you do, just please stay safe.
Now I can let loose.
How are we supposed to take on something so big?
I'll handle it.
Alpha.
Watch and
Oh,
learn.
okay.
That's enough. Go back down.
I could have done this first time. Unrelenting blaze. I didn't even do anything. Wait, so we don't get to fight him?
Everyone okay?
Yeah, I
I
think
just
so.
banished him by telling him to go back down.
That thing scared
was
the
hold- I
pants
know.
off me.
It felt like it had a different aura than other Zeugles, didn't it?
Yeah. It wasn't like
Cool.
the one that Almadria sicked on us either.
Its elemental astral energy variance was out of this world. It was like fighting a lord.
I guess it's safe
Just
to assume that
block
if it
it.
came out of the wedge, it must have played some part in helping harvest astral energy. But what? Perhaps a living spirit vessel? It's
Yeah.
plausible, given the location. Or it may be part of a new force dispatched to regain control of Dana.
So confused. So
If we
confused.
assume that monster was one of the 4 beams of light,
I feel
We
like I
must
got
have
a story
prevented
trophy as
something
opposed to an
from
actual
taking
fight
place
trophy.
here.
I'd like to think so, knowing how much grief it gave us. But at least with that out of the way, we can keep moving forward now. Let's go.
Uh-huh. We have Alphen Unrelenting Blaze with max AG. Ooh, I'm gonna spend some of these points if I can. I might go with increased weak point damage. Getting pricey just for one thing now. Meteor damage, which is good because of what she does. She has a lot of Alphen's Codpiece would destroy his thighs. Does Kisara not have something similar? Special ammo? We need Mystic Crest. Ultimate ingredient. Let's go mid-air damage. Kisara, put in here. Counterattack. Tempest Wyvern. Age restored. Oh, there's a lot she needs to get. Advanced, and you need to cook sashimi, but the issue is that's tied to a really difficult side quest at the moment. If I go with that, get you a new attack. It won't be long before I can get you something else. Counterattack. What do we get from it? Resistance plus 20. Near death. Defense, elemental defense increased. You know, we'll go with this one and then we'll get that one after. There's a normal size shield as a belt buckle. She could. Increase down damage. Mid-air jump. Boost strike damage or limit extension. Crossblade? Wind art. Max AG. Oh, that would be nice. Restored. Down damage. I don't know what I want to go with her. Weak point damage? I feel like it would maybe be handy. With max AG, I mean, she could cast more. Screw it. With strike damage. Near death attack. Counter edge. Elemental defense. Counter attack damage. Maybe get some of that. Attack plus 60. Holy shit, okay. 900 odds we've got. Elemental attack. Oh, well he is kind of magic based, so maybe the elemental one. Secret key. Key to a certain door in Calaglia. Simply beholding it makes one wonder what lies beyond the threshold. A key? There's... I have no idea.
I still got a ways to go.
Cool. Although we're not fighting anyone in the meantime. This way I'm going? Do I like how that went? I kind of do. We didn't use all our stuff. I can always buy some more healing life bottles because they're only 1,000 each. different point systems straight. I never see AG or SP or CP. Or R2D2 increase in light. I'm sure that's useful for something. Well, CP was cure points. So you know that's like, you get that whenever you take on one of the big Zoogles, you get an astral flower, which increases it. So I kind of need to keep an eye on that. AG is what I know is like your action. So all those little diamonds on when you see Alphen's name is like how many points I have, and the ones that are lit up means I can take an action with it. The BG is just boost, which again is the next to the names. Action points. Yeah, they like calling it a gauge. Which one was it? That one. So in the left corner, you've got the fight. You've got all the different icons at everyone. And they've got a little bar that goes up the side as well. Yeah, I'm sure that's what we're calling it for AG. Maybe I've got this wrong, but I might also be thinking of the other games. Help. Where's parameters? Yeah, AG. Oh shit, wrong one. Whoops. Didn't tell me. Nope. Nope. Try to see if anything had mentions AG. Oh, is it the battle one? Sure I've seen anything as a actual AG. Oh, it's not, it's arts gauge. It's not action. God, I thought it was action because every action you've done. Oh no, it doesn't. Normal attacking doesn't deplete it. I actually forgot about that. No, it is only ours. Ooh. Because any of my special moves are an art, whether it's a physical or an elemental for Alphen. And any other, you know, not basic attack is an art for anyone else as well. I forgot it was an art gauge, not action. Oh, I got. So, there was a conversation like, what, am I going to get it? Am I not? I ended up getting the 25th Ward silver case. So, I'll be playing that at some point. The absolute chaos. Complete absurdity. That'll be fun. No, I got some other things, but I can't remember what else I got. Oh, that was what it was. Dreamfalls chapters, PS4. Awakening. There's a few. So I need to go back and get the thing from in there at some point, maybe.
Is it just me, or is anyone else
Peckish. I know we ran out of our little boost going on for experience points.
Smells peckish.
Outer area. Wait, where is that? We've got a vendor, campfire, action summoner.
Hey, is that it over there?
Oh, my ship. Having trouble getting back to town. I can lend you a hand. How did you even get out here? I will get some life bottles. Happy bottle. Being peckish and hungry. I'm into being pecky or hungrish. That's the advanced terms. Weapons. Can I make them? I can make this, but it is worse than what I'm using. I also need dark main, whatever the hell that is. Oh, da da da. Ooh. Oh, I could definitely get that for her. Craft and equip. So she still needs... She needs none of these because she got the watering can as well? Yep. He needs the machete carrot. Got him maxed out his weapon there. That will be if I have nothing else to make. Let's see. Created. Supreme rock wall. Again, I'll wait. Barn fence. Is the fine... Oh, the fine division and scale of nutrient deficiency. Ooh, we do need that one, don't we? Everything there's been created, apart from that one. Prime farming. Teaming water. Yeah. For you... Oh, you have the best ones on, don't you? What about you? Okay, so everything else is craftable, which I will do. But it's just to have it. Create them all. That we will. Making a carrot whip. I'm calling it a carrot, do I? There. That one. Everything else has been created for you, apart from the farm fence. That is... Yeah, Cursed Claw and Chameleon Hide. For you... We'll get that. That I need Indomitable Gargantua Bone. Cool, just that for him. I need to eventually get. Is that the only one we're missing? Oh no, the machete carrot. Front fence. Okay, they're fine though. We'll get them eventually. Accessories. Do I enhance? Casting time. Elemental defense, penetration. That could go for Dualim. Spirit one, AG recovery. I think I've made all of these, haven't I? 1 CP on enemy defeat. You use a lot though. Everyone has got a decent accessory on. I most can't imagine making it past the Scorching Gauntlet, least of all to come out the other side to find this piece of heaven.
I always love the sound of hammers banging away.
Of course you do. Screw it, let's go. Campfire on the other side. A very weepy carrot someone stretched the shit out of in Photoshop. I wonder what Law's got in his pockets.
Alvin?
Did you remember something?
No, but I have seen this starship before. This is it. This is the ship I traveled in when I escaped from Lenegis.
I love Dohalim's walk.
3 centuries later, and it's no worse for wear. I'll take a look at the internals.
How do you know he's not just going to fuck off on it?
Damn. I'm amazed it still works.
I don't think he would, but you know, he's just left us all behind.
The past meets the present.
300 years.
I really am from a different time and place.
Yeah, but you've got us now, Alvin.
We're not going emo again.
Not only that, but you've helped out so many
Oh,
people
for Star
too.
Citizen hype. $1,000 packs.
Rinwell too. You're one of us now. No more carrying the weight of history on your shoulders. You're a part of this world.
Right. Thanks, you guys.
It's not all bad. 300 years later, he did get the
It should
ship.
fly. All internal systems seem to be operating.
Ooh.
However, considering how long it's remained inactive,
Oh,
I suspect it will take some time before it's
that's
ready for
entirely expect
takeoff.
for the game.
How much time are we talking here?
Starship mechanics are not what I'd call my forte, so I'd rather not hazard a guess.
So we've just got to sit around here and wait? I'm terrible at waiting.
That's because you're a child. Oh, but how about we use this time to prepare and gather supplies for the trip?
Good idea. Who knows when we'll be back from Lenegis once we leave? We should prepare ourselves for
Oh,
every
is this like
possible
we're going to be
scenario
fucking
before
off
we
from the
go.
planet?
Let's try not to stay away too long. I'd hate for anything to happen to the place while we're gone.
Either we race ahead, or we take due precaution to ensure we have no regrets. I shall leave it up to you as to how we proceed,
I'm
Alphen.
gonna
Works for me.
wait for a second and see what I've got. Ah, she's not been right for a while. Fast travel point. Wait until the ship is ready for takeoff. Can I? Okay, let's get it saved there. Do I have to wait, or can I fuck off? Glaglia. Any requests? I don't think I have that yet, do I? I couldn't make it through there either. Quest-wise, what we're looking at. Oh. Field guide, activity records. Owl forest. Discover a large number of owls. I did, but you've never, you know. I don't have anything else there. Okay. Top of the tower. Top of the tower. Top of the tower. Oh, that was a fight that I couldn't take on, wasn't it? Show the rarest book. Do I have it? Do we have it to show to her? You take off, fades to black, atmospheric music starts playing, Bethesda Game Studios presents, fades back in, you're on the back of a car, Ralph may remarking you regain consciousness. Okay, so that was there. Where is Menacea, the palace? I'll try it. I need to try the advanced thing with Kisara. This floor? No one has any extra quests. It's just the quests that I've got are too high level for my characters. Or I don't have what I'm needing for it. I don't know if... Do we have it? Starfield begins with you as a prisoner. I know. Ah, there she goes, lost in another one of her books. Hey! Hey, Rinwell. What's you got? You all worked up, birds? I ain't doing nothing, anything wrong. Huh? What is it, Law? Need something? No, just wanted to make sure you were still paying attention since you had your nose buried in that dusty old book. That dusty old book is a valuable artifact, one that I think was written right after the Great Conquest. For real? What does it say? Anything neat? I don't know that I would call it neat, but I definitely found something intriguing. It mentions something about a phantom flower of Navira. Navira is in the Navira snowplains near Cislodin? The ones with the lake? Yeah, the one and only. The book claims that a long time ago used to be a beautiful flower along the banks that could only be seen at night. Well, if that's true, how come I haven't heard of this flower until now? Both know how dark it used to be until Alphen and Shion came along. Maybe nobody went out of their way to look for it. Plus, that period of darkness in Cyslodia wasn't natural in nighttime either. That's a good point. You want to go investigate it and see if it's true then? Really?
Huh?
You'd help me look for it. Oh, but we don't have that kind of time to spare right now, do we? You want to find it, don't you? Then let's ask the group. We can search for it next time we're in the area. Sound good?
Thanks.
Yeah. Thanks, Law. The Phantom Flower of Navira. I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about seeing it. And me too. Okay. You know what, we will give priority and I'll speak to the lady here. Don't be shy. Oh, I don't think we have it. Yeah, we haven't got the rarest one. So... find an old book in the library. Or look for the Phantom Flower. I wonder... Oh, this is going to be terrible. It's... I think it's an artifact, but every other freaking artifact is... awful to get to. Guess we're going there then. Oh, wrong one. Oh my god, I've just changed. No, how do I do this? Ah! There we are. Oh my god. Stop pressing it! Hey, there we go. Oh, you hope that's what happens? Try to think how the other ones happened. You're looking for your kids. Or you're looking for your father.
Hey,
Are you looking for... Wow,
I'd
all
like
of
to
Fallout
take a
is
bit
just
of a
looking for
detour.
people who had either
Fine by
relate to
me.
you or done something to you.
What for?
Rinwell says there's a phantom flower that grows around here. We want to look for it.
Fuck.
It won't take long. Promise.
A flower, huh? Alright, let's take a look.
I think we can get through this.
Don't let up until it...
Ha! Who said anything about letting off?
Well, looky here.
What's that over there?
Hi, Hoodle.
Perfect.
Over so soon?
See, I feel this might be a area that will lead to somewhere else. Jeez. That wasn't open before, was it? I don't think.
Look out!
Oh shit.
What the hell is that? Hey, you want a piece of me?
Stay calm, Law. It's coming for us.
Holy shit, you're like a horn-footed horse.
You just had to make things difficult
Level 54. Oh shit.
for us, didn't you?
What are you muttering about? Focus or you'll get hurt.
Don't worry. I'll have this wrapped up in a flash.
Not today!
Where are you going? Hurricane strike!
Take this! Now I can let loose.
Steering flip.
I don't actually know what the weak spot is. That one?
Pretty low. There. And again.
This one keeps charging us!
That's what my
Oh shit.
Good! I'll leave it to you!
Do you require a hand?
Rising Wyvern!
In a bind?
Stardust!
Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck.
I'll heal you all. Feel. More for the stockpile. What was the hurdle? I owe you, Tion. Healing is what my arts do best.
Oh, I'm dead.
All mine can do is cause havoc and destruction.
See what I can do.
Here goes. Mega Ray. Holy Land. A chain I'll bring you back from death to death. Guardian
You got me surrounded. I'm ready to go.
Reheat star. I'll heal you all.
Light up the door.
Wow, you killed me again. Shit.
You have to hold on. I'll bring you back from death to
Gale
death.
Force.
Their arcs were interrupted.
Chain between heaven and earth. One's mine. A wailing death. Here's a healing arc. First aid. And this carry. Denied. Celestial banner.
Rising Wyvern!
Here's time to shine.
Take this! See what I can do.
Time flash. Flaming meteor. Hear me. Flame of fury. Burning.
Burn in hell!
How about this?
Rising Wyvern!
Hurricane strike. Freeze laser. Lightning strike. Hurricane strike. It looks like you got this one covered.
Not a chance!
Ready.
No further!
Light lunar Skywalker.
This has got a lot of HP.
Kisara! Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Cyclone! What did I tell you?
The worst part is I did not heal up anything before we started this.
Flaming meteor!
Mirage! Rising Wyvern!
Oh. What did you just do?
Changing its attack. Lightning condemned.
Oh fuck.
No. Don't leave me all alone here.
Fucking evolved.
Illuminate the magic is there. Requires complete focus. Explode.
Okay, mm-hmm. If I use that on me...
Here comes Dance in the Wind. This one's mine. Photon Dance in the Wind. Freelancer.
Oh, you're weak. Oh, weakness is now fire. And not fire. Strength is now fire.
Heaven and earth. A wailing band of Here I come.
Hey, Virgin.
Anything in armor is all mine. I'll smash you.
Lightning orb.
Rising orb.
Lightning orb. Illuminate.
Oh, fuck, I was trying to dodge that.
I let my guard down.
Oh, Kisara's down as well?
Take this.
I'll be saving this one. Photon blast. All right, it's showtime. Resuscitation. Raging storm. The power of light. First aid.
Rising Wyvern. Shut up. Try harder. Not a chance. Shut up.
Fucking hell.
I'll smash you.
Oh, what did you just do?
Back from death's abyss. I can't heal you forever. Take it.
Not done yet.
This is going very, very badly. Uh-huh.
Here, let me help. First aid. Raging cascade.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Rising Wyvern. Rising Wyvern.
Oh shit, I'm dead. Wow, me and Kisara are getting fucked over.
I can carve through armor. Can't get out of this.
Sleep now. Here I go. Let's get you all tucked away.
Rising Wyvern. No. Can't end here.
I don't think this fight is happening.
Sleep now. Get on in there with the others.
Nope. If I take you for you just now. Eats metal for breakfast instead of cereal.
View this vanquished soul with resuscitation. Grant me the strength to march on. Lionheart. Rising Wyvern.
Art expert coming through.
From beyond.
Oh, why is that not a thing I can counter?
From beyond. Imbue this vanquished soul
Not on
with
my
light.
watch.
Resuscitation. Shattering of pieces. Shield from calamity. No.
Oh, I dodged one of them.
Forgive me. This is my fault.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Next, let's see what I can do. Stalagmite, rending you apart. Not done yet.
Oh god. Nope, Doleem's fucked as well.
Rising Wyvern. It's wide open. It won't escape me.
Oh, Doleem's down as well? What the hell? And me. Cool. I love that I got the core break and I got fucked over somehow. Oh, you do?
Hold on to your art. Here I am. Not in your dreams.
Rising Wyvern.
Thinking. Lion Howl! It looks like we made a mess!
Resuscitation. Here's the healing art.
Oh, Kisara, you fucked again over again. Jeez.
Some punishment?
Yearns to be let free.
Explosion.
Eater.
Burning strike. Laser spear. Here's the
Oh, Doleem's gone as well. Cool.
cleanser. I'll bring you back from death's abyss.
Can't move.
Cool, we're all dead. I think I'm gonna have to come back later.
Radiant
I'm like,
From Death's Abyss.
what levels are we? Hold on. Can you tell me what level I'm? Nope, you can't.
Resuscitation.
I'm barely a quarter of the way through.
Oh, British one's mine. Resuscitation.
She went right through it. What the hell? Oh, Shion.
Armor won't save you!
Confiscated.
Yeah.
Is this it?
Notice that you've had a heavily created world, usually around with such a thick atmosphere, rich in flora and fauna, though both highly irregular and usually hostile, no intelligent life, only remnants of an old civilization, steel, concrete, and lead in unusually high concentrations, very little aluminium, plastics and composites, almost no standing structure remains except for a handful of curious cog-shaped outcroppings found in the hills and mountains on one of the continents. It's not going to happen, but it'll be fun. A deer griffin. That's what it looked like. We started off as a small thing, and then it evolves, and it took me that long to even get it down a quarter of the way. So I need fire resistance. I'm just going to return to the title screen so I can load up from where I was. That was terrible. So this is how all the extra stuff is going. 5. Yeah, it was like 10 minutes I was fighting it and only got a quarter way down. This is why you save before you go there. That was pretty awful. I don't think it helps that I went and... God, I'm like over 10 levels under it. Places to go. I do have one place I want to go. Calaglia. The ravine? No. The Iglia Wastes. I have no idea if I can do any other side quests. Because I get the feeling
We finally
we're doing a... Hey, we're going up to
What do you say
Lenegus,
we
so you
check
won't be able to
back
come
in on
back
the
here for a while.
ranch?
Bandit Ranch. Ooh, nice. Okay, we'll take that. Nice little selection going up. Oh, do I have fire resistance things I can make? My issue now is I don't have any money. Whoops. No poison, no freeze. Grants immunity freezes. Have I ever been frozen? I don't recall that. Poison's few and far between. Shocking. Meh. Curse, I have no idea. Ooh, water and fire damage minus 50%. Okay. Ooh, I've only got 2 at level 5 though. So the Pilanos like still need access to large amount of water. You fill up the little bag of water and haul it back to your tree. You can mount it too. Take a cold shower for all the 20 seconds the water lasts. Why not just bathe? I know! Yeah! Yeah, it just seemed a little strange having to go and haul it and bring it back for... Where you're getting the water, if it's good enough to shower, it's good enough to like bathe inside it. Where it is. So, I need some more of these. I want level 5s. Would be nice. Don't have much of that, do I? Crap. I don't even know where to get that. Was that going through the cave I was at? I will do a... Let's go make some food. You know what, I'll go with the experience one again.
I've caught a good amount of fish, as it turns out.
I had no idea there were so many.
Oh, you've seen nothing yet. There's a whole world of fish just waiting for us to discover them.
Yeah.
Guess we've still got a long way to go.
I've still got a lot of fish to catch. Forgot about that. Hers was sea bream, XP boost. Might as well. It's a tiny XP boost, but it's an XP boost.
And tastes just as good.
Oh, just sleep. No one wants to talk to me.
Make sure to get some good rest.
We have a little brook. Maybe?
Could need another bite.
Eating is one of your great passions.
What?
Yes,
it's
it is.
not.
There's nothing to be ashamed of.
It is one of your passions. It's level 3s I'm getting in this section for it. God. Some, oh, antidote rocks? What? I mean, they're good for our upgrades and stuff. But, you know.
Seriously? Is this a joke? I think the
Got them where we want them.
Don't
Dead.
tip your hand though.
Scoop water your hand and basically
Every
face
shield you
wash my
own
whole
that
self.
big?
Here, you want to try holding it?
Ugh. How do you even walk with this thing?
Now we have our Dohalim who can do things. I fucking knew it. Oh, does it show up now? It does show up. Do I have to... Garrison? No. Goes back. Ravine. Mine. Wastes. The ruins. Don't think that there's anything else for me to unlock, is there? $54 CP to construct this. Bound to be less effort than fucking around with the bag. Oh, this better be good. Oh, please tell me this is going to be good. Vest of Secrets. A vest made by a master craftsman in a far-off land, using only the best materials available. Took countless hours of hard work to realize.
This
Vest of Secrets. That's a... You? Okay.
might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
Ah, no.
Guess I misread the
Oh,
landing.
yes, I'm doing your then. Where do I have any more? I want to get some more. There? Don't think I can go up here, can I? Still can't. Zoogel's locked up. Where's the... Let me try to go for... Here? Wait, where was it? Oh fudge, I went past it. I went well past it. Can I get to it from here? Oh damn it, I don't think I can. Oh, really? Parallax. Oh, come on. Right, so. What's more heat resistance? Volcano? Maybe I could go into that bit. Try and grab some of these. That could work. Unlocks a vest of secrets. Pockets full of passwords and love letters. Maybe. Yeah.
Finally. If only we could have flown with the wind to
I
get
could
here
say that would be a
faster.
vest of secrets. It's got the Big Mac sauce ingredients in it as well. Oh, Awakening. The hell am I going to get level 5s of the... Nope, just Awakening. I thought we would get some more, the other stuff here. Crap. Although I could use this my opportunity to go and get what I need for the... getting all the marks on the map. Yeah, bits up there. But I can't get that. I'm here anyway. This one? Awakening in Hex. Oh, fuck off.
Let's dispose of the trash.
Now you see what I can do. Shattering my pieces! You see this coming?
Gale Force! Searing Flame! You have to aim for the bright area on their back. Lightning Flame! I never miss!
Aim for the weak spot.
Spread!
Severing wind!
Here's
You see this coming?
Photon!
Can't get out of this! Rising Wyvern!
Out of air Watson! Lightning! Thunder Field! It's weakened!
This ends now!
Lightning condemned!
Rising Wyvern!
Thunder Blade!
You're on! Shut it!
I'm getting...
Rising Wyvern!
Burning!
Mhm.
Frozen!
Hammer!
I think it's to come up with the next stars, you know it can't be anything fancy because they sell this shit $1 to the gallon.
Hold up!
Mm.
Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Hey Leog, how you doing? Oh, we're after all this. Blaming mass.
Here, let me help. First aid!
Wait on! No armor! Stop me!
Well, apparently I've changed my enemy.
Between heaven and earth. It's as good as the earth. In here.
Aim for the weak point! Pieces! Attack!
Lightning meteor. Thunder Blade. Infernal Growth all day.
The enemy wields arcs too.
We'll soon see
No
about that.
further!
Why'd you heal me?
To stop you dying?
Right.
Now.
Go on, just like shuffle it along the edge.
Consider yourself finished!
There.
Now!
Ooh.
Frozen hammer.
Something slightly unusual to the otherwise mundane ingredient, like just onion or something.
With this, I can become even stronger.
Oh, just Hexbreaker. Like, I don't think there's anything on your shoulders, is there? No, there isn't. Oh, fuck. I don't know where to get the, garnet. Is it garnet? Crap. Want any, what's the Big Mac sauce, right? I can't remember. Big Mac wasn't my usual go-to. I don't know. Okay, anytime I've seen a Big Mac, like a runny dressing, yeah. No, here it's supposed to have a Big Mac. It's supposed to have like a bun in the middle. And you see it advertised like that. You know, you've got your bun at the bottom, the patty, whatever's on it, and then another part of the bun in the middle, and your other patty, and the top. Whenever I've been around anyone ordering it, they never get the middle part, and it's so annoying. Like, do you not have it? Do you just forget it? Like every single store forgets it? I don't think I can do any of the extra stuff. Everything's far too difficult. All the different areas. I know it's blasphemy. Ooh, campfire. Convenient boxes all around it. Yeah.
It's funny.
One on top of the other.
What is?
All this. When we first started this thing, did you ever imagine we'd be going
It's
to
always
Lenegus?
missing.
After all, this is the sort of thing I was rebelling against when I ran away from home, right?
I'm sure Zephyr would be proud if he knew what his son was doing right now.
And a little shocked, too.
We're defying the order of things that have persisted for 300 years. Deep down, I knew our journey would lead to confronting Lenegus.
Yeah, you maybe, but you're a Renan. The rest of us can barely even picture what it means to leave Dana.
No offense to Shion and Dohalim, but it's worth remembering we're heading into enemy territory.
No offense taken, and this is no picnic for me either.
Remember, our aim is to ensure that both Lenegus and the Renan homeworld leave Dana alone for good. I don't think we'll be able to avoid a fight.
Is there no way we can talk them into leaving us alone?
The people of Lenegus?
Sure. I mean, we found a way to make it work with Shion and Dohalim, right?
Well, you say that.
And it's not just us. If places like Menancia can do it, then why can't we?
Because there are still many of my kind who believe it was right and natural that Rena reigns over Dana. There are those on Lenegus who have never stepped foot on Dana. I doubt whether they'd even listen to Danans.
Look, none of us want to fight. But these are the same people who fired that wedge down on Dana. What happens next is on them.
Right. We're not going to sit back and wait for them to oppress us again.
Right.
Don't forget, there's also a good chance the Red Woman is
Red
somewhere
Woman.
on Lenegus.
Ooh.
And wherever she is, we should find the Renasolma too.
That's right. If we can take it back, then Shion can finally get rid of her thorns. Shion?
Huh? Yeah.
Wait, we're all just sleeping, sitting up.
Shion?
Right, disbanded. You can't get the secret sauce right, then you fuck up the bun. Or you're having steak with rice. Oh wait, then it's like cooking the perfect steak and burning the rice. Or having steak with rice, I don't know, maybe that's what we should have been... First warning? Burnt rice. I don't think I've ever seen burnt rice. Have you burnt your rice, Someone? Bedroom for casuals, yeah.
Where'd Shion go? How could she just go off on her own? She's not over there. Where did she run off to? Shion.
Oh, there she is.
Shion. Shion!
What is she doing?
It's your thorns? But why?
She has... Sigil?
Okay.
Some sort?
Just now, it looked like you used your maiden powers to suppress your thorns. You can really do that?
No, of course not. How do you even burn rice?
Stay out of my way.
Hey, oh, PS4.
Wait a second. Are you
Wait,
planning
she's
to go
going?
alone?
Shut up!
Why would you do this?
I told you to shut up!
I won't let you.
Are you sure you're going to shoot him?
I mean it.
I refuse to let you.
I won't tell you again. Move or I'll shoot.
If that's the case, then go ahead and shoot me!
Are the others not hearing this? Fucking apple's gonna come flying out of there. Oh, now they're here. Wait, what direction were they coming from? Give me a second.
Do you remember back when I was stabbed? By Rolron?
Yeah. I thought for sure that he had killed you back there.
That wasn't the first time.
Huh?
The first time was when I was only a child. After that, no matter how often, I just couldn't die.
Couldn't die? So you're immortal? How's that even...
I believe you, Shion. But tell me how is something like that possible?
My thorns. They're me, but at the same time not. They're part of me. I have no idea why, but my thorns will never let me die. At least not before I'm meant to.
Wait, her thorns won't let her die unless...
Die before your death?
When my thorns free themselves, it will be my death. I've seen it. A darkness that swallows up everything until nothing remains. It's a vision of oblivion I can't
Wait, so she
escape.
dies when her thorns are gone? Or thorns keep her
I
alive?
want to believe it's all just a bad dream. But no matter what I tell myself, I know it's not.
Yeah, but you... Wait. The whole reason you needed the Renaissance was to get rid of your thorns, right?
If I burn away what's inside, then what will happen to the rest of me?
Right. Either way you look at it, I'm going to die. But if I am going to die, I figure I can at least take my thorns out with me. That's what I've been after this whole time.
That's why you turned your back on your fellow Renans and chose to fight with us, isn't it? And while we've all been fighting to keep on living, you have been with us fighting desperately to die.
That was the plan. But then I met all of you. And before I knew it, I didn't want to die anymore.
Oh.
Shion, don't lose hope yet. We'll find a way to save you. There's still time to.
It's pointless.
Why?
Because the darkness won't just consume me. The truth is, it will consume all of existence as well. It was only a suspicion at first, but ever since the Red Woman triggered my maiden powers, I've been more certain than ever before. It was then that I finally came to realize my powers were holding my thorns in check the entire time.
Ooh.
But they don't anymore. Not since Lenegis, when the wedge fell. Every day, I feel the thorn's power growing stronger inside of me. Pretty soon, I won't be able to hold them back anymore. And when that happens,
They will consume all existence.
Wait, so she's a threat to everyone?
And that's why you wanted to leave by yourself. You planned to find the Renis Alma on your own and sacrifice yourself to stop the thorns.
but that's too much. It's way too much. When this all began, I didn't care what happened to me or anyone else. And what happened to the Renans or the Danans didn't matter to me at all. I know I have to die, but I don't want to. Not now that I have this. I wish we had never met. Then I wouldn't have to feel this way.
Shion!
Alvin?
Living for the sake of dying is no better than being a slave. How can you endure this?
Alvin.
He should be in immense pain.
It's not fair. I don't care what anybody says. I won't let it happen. We can fight this. We'll fight until the end together. Isn't that what you said to me before?
Even if it should mean that it'll be the end of everything else too?
Shion, what do you want? It's your decision ultimately. But if you decide not to fight fate, I will. Even if I have to do it alone.
No, you won't be alone.
I was waiting for everyone to go and like touch
Help
her.
me in as well. I want to be a force for good, not hate.
And me too. I meant it with all of my heart when I told you before. Neither of you are alone in this at all.
You guys.
And I, for one, don't believe this venture is without hope.
Huh?
Shion is the descendant of a maiden from 300 years ago. Given the circumstances, it seems very likely that those events have
Oh,
some connection
fuck.
to her thorns. The true nature
Um.
of which, I imagine we will discover as we make our way to Lenegis and uncover the truth of what's unfolding here.
I take it you mean we might find a way to get rid of her thorns and...
Will we? Wait, no, I'm gonna have to. I suspect the nature of the sovereign is connected somehow. So be it. I've already lost everything I had once. I don't let it happen again. Fuck off with the music, Shion. No matter what happens from now on, right here with you. All of us are. You're not alone. You guys are also stubborn. Fucking music. Thank you, everyone. For right now, a little while longer, I just want to hold on to this dream. And most of all, more than anything else, I want to be with all of you. So let's go on to Lenegus. Right, is music done? There we go. Right, what we're saying, she's immortal, Thorns seem kind of OP. So if she can't die, why is she dying in battle time? Right, why can enemies deal physical damage to her at all without getting zapped to shit? There's Thorns only harmful enemy boys? Ooh, yeah. Send a friend request. Yep, go ahead and do it. I can't remember. I'm really bad at checking my requests here because I don't get any alerts coming through. Hey, Wotharian, how you doing? Somehow still alive after being in hell. But it's hugs the badass way. No, the badness away. Too many beers and shots being chugged down. Three people and 50 shots during one concert was in the moment. Wait, the 50 shots were for 3 people? Let's pretend it's a visual novel. ASMR stream. And I suddenly like cough and blow your eardrums out. More from New York comes along with the weird insect noises. Yeah. Oh no, please no. Right, let's speak to everyone. Dohalim!
The end of the world. It's hard to believe, isn't it?
I believe Shion is telling the truth. What
5
about
for
you?
the 50 shots, but 2 of them
As a
only took 2
friend,
shots.
yes, I want to believe her. Everything that's happened seems to point towards some sort of great danger that's lurking ahead of us. Still, it's hard to fathom something that could usher outright doom to the world. That those really are the stakes we face.
No, I understand. Even Shion doesn't seem to know exactly what will happen to bring it all about.
We have so many pieces of the puzzle in our hands, so many clues, yet the complete picture eludes us.
So where do her thorns fit in then?
Well, I imagine they must sit at the very center of it all. You remember the voice we all heard while we were inside the wedge, don't you?
Oh yeah, there was, wasn't there?
Yeah, I remember. It was the will of Dana's astral energy come to life. Well, that's what we all thought.
Right. And from that, we're able to hypothesize how vast concentrations of astral energy can become sentient.
Mm-hmm.
Let's return to when we found Shion in Pelegion. When her thorns went wild, they contained far more astral energy than any mere Renin would normally have inside them.
So you think those thorns
Right.
might be alive too? That their will is what keeps
We're
her
not doing a
from
very
dying?
good job.
But why would they want to destroy
During
the
fights.
entire world?
As for that, I really cannot say for certain. Its goals still remain a mystery. It may be a mere fluke that her maiden powers have been able to contain it thus far.
You know, I've noticed since we've met that you like figuring out riddles.
Can you blame me? When one realizes that the world they once thought to be true is but a mere facade, they can't help but seek the truth. Especially when that deception has led to others getting
Oh,
hurt.
you didn't know.
Dohalim?
Dohalim.
I imagine the remaining pieces of the puzzle that we seek rest somewhere within Lenegis. As for what the final picture will look like, who can say? I think it's best we not dwell on it too much for the time being.
Right.
You had 12 shots at Midsummer. You got regrettably drunk at 17 when you blacked out. I wonder what awaits us on our side once all the pieces have been assembled. Kisara.
How you holding up?
Who, me?
Yes, you. You took a hit from those thorns again, didn't you?
Oh,
That was his
that
own
was
doing
nothing.
though.
Compared to what Shion's going through, you mean? Still, even if you yourself might be willing to endure that kind of pain, that doesn't mean Shion wants to have to see you get hurt by her thorns, you know?
Yeah, I know. I'll be careful.
Shion doesn't know how lucky she is to have you around, you know? Dashing in to save her at the last minute.
Yeah, very funny.
I'm being serious. You went up and held her close like you still had that mask on, and you didn't even bat an
Look at
eye.
his shots.
She really needed that. That's what I mean when I said you saved her. Just like you
What,
did with the
Sambuca?
rest of us.
I just
that
want
the
for
one that tastes
Shion
like
what we all
licorice?
have. The ability to touch someone without the fear of killing them. Those thorns have robbed her of the kind of everyday things we all take for granted. And it's not right.
You can say that again. It may be normal for us, but that doesn't make it any less special or important for her. I hope she gets what she wants. I have my own dreams, but a world without her, where she dies so we can all survive, isn't a world I want to live in.
Agreed.
I'm trying to think what else
It's
tastes
like
like
more and
licorice.
more keeps getting taken from
What was
her.
it? Oh my
and
goodness,
I'm
what was
done
it?
with it.
Uzu? That the one? It's like an old people one drink, isn't it? Take back what's been stolen from us. Rinwell.
Can't sleep?
After everything we just heard, how could I?
Fair enough.
Shion's had to deal with so much on her own. Even when we were all laughing and celebrating, she just kept quiet and didn't say anything. I thought she was keeping her distance because of her thorns. That it was because she didn't want to hurt anybody by getting too close. I just figured that that was the type of person she was, you know? But it turned out to be none of that. All this time, she felt like she had to die and sacrifice herself for the greater good. But even then, she didn't think she could say anything to us about it.
I know.
She was so alone this entire time. How could I call her a friend and yet be so completely blind to everything she was going through?
I'm sure it made her happy, knowing you were there for her.
You really think so?
Yeah, I do. If she didn't think of us as friends, I don't think she could have ever opened up to us like that. You were a good friend to her before.
No, and you
you'll be
treated her
an
like
even
shit to
better
begin
one
with.
Now.
Yeah, I really hope so. I want to be the best I can for her. When you think about it, we were all alone in our own way. But over time, we've all found ways to let each other into our lives. I hope Shion's able to do that one day too. No, I mean, I hope she's able to do that more. Lots and lots more. I think it'd be really nice if we could all just be there to support each other when it really counts. And forget about our grudges and pain.
Finwell.
Really, Rinwell? You're a master grudge holder. Yeah, everyone keeps together to support each other. And Law. Oh, she's over there on her own. Can I speak to her first? Thank you, Alphen. Oh, just a thank you. Alright, Law. Are you Farmagon?
Did you know?
You mean about Shion?
Yeah, I didn't have the slightest idea. I mean, every once in a while I
Of
thought
course,
something
the
seemed a
cure
little
instantly
off,
thinking finish.
but I never could have imagined. It's like a completely different world was spinning around me and I couldn't even see it.
You and me both. I mean, I knew something was bothering her, but I could never quite figure out what it was.
You? But you're the one always looking out for her, aren't you?
That's what I thought. But in reality, I didn't understand it all. What I thought was helping and being there for her was actually just driving her into a corner.
At least you figured it out in time though, right?
I don't think we're out of the woods yet. But yeah, you're right. We brought her back from the edge, and we're going to stop those thorns from taking her, no matter what.
Yeah, with all of us together, there's nothing we can't handle. Shion, the world, we can save everyone. And I mean it when I say we, Alphen.
I know. No lone wolfing it.
Hey, you're the expert on what my dad would say. Do you think he'd pat me on the back or tell me off?
Zephyr, I don't think that he'd have that much to say, to be honest. You're your own man now, Law. And you've already made up your own mind about what you want.
I guess he couldn't say anything even if he wanted to.
Law.
Sorry. I guess those of us amongst the living have enough problems to deal with, don't we? We'll need all our strength to save Shion. I'll probably end up worrying again at some point, but I guess I'll think it over more then. That okay?
Yeah, I think it is.
Talk to Shion. Okay, I'm really surprised this hasn't been like completely grown over. Like it has to an extent, but that'd be worse for 300 years.
Hey, you doing all right?
I seem to cause nothing but worry. As much as I try to look like I have things under control, everyone still worries about me.
You're not the only one.
Hey, do you remember the first time you said I was your friend?
Nope.
No? When was that? Sorry, I can't remember.
I'm Alphen. Say
That's
things.
okay. It came so naturally to you.
5 minutes later, what did I say?
I was different back then. The Danans were not even people to me.
Or Starship Hills
And I
made it,
knew I would
or-
always be alone.
Was it an actual biocide? Ooh.
But in that room with Deadheim, when you called me your friend, it just shattered the wall that I'd built up around me. Because until that moment, I'd only seen you as a means to an end. I thought of you as a way to use the blazing sword, and to obtain the Renis Alma. But after that day, one time became two, and before I knew it, you'd made a habit of calling me and Dohalim your friends. It didn't matter that we were Renans. You cared about us as you would any other people.
She just fires herself off the cliff.
Then, everyone else started to call me their friend too. To think of me as their friend. Before then, I never even dreamed I could have that. I didn't want to die and lose you all. But I also didn't want to live if it meant you would all die in my place.
Shion.
But then I realized I'd only really been thinking of myself that entire time. After saying how I felt, and hearing what you all had to say, I finally understood
Backwardly,
that.
yeah.
Don't worry, it's okay. I'm not planning on dying anymore.
Cool.
I've met too many people along the way who I truly care about to give in now. So I'll fight. For Dana and for myself. I'll fight against my fate to preserve our future. And I'll win, come hell or high water. I don't know how we're going to do it, but I won't let the world end because of me.
It's going to be a long, hard road ahead, Shion. Our fight won't be over until everyone, both Danans and Renans, can finally live in peace.
Followed by the echoing clatter of an armored
I
bra
swear
colliding
I'll
with
be
cliff.
there with you until the very end.
Thank you.
Remember what we learned back in Calaglia? There's no wall so high that we can't break it down.
Yeah, I think you may be right about that.
I love her little like shoulder bits. They're so spiky. Any members you left have returned to your party. Oh, everyone.
Everyone well rested?
No.
Then let's go. We depart for Lenegis.
Oh, do I want to though? Here's the thing. Well, okay, maybe I'll do my saves. We've got everything there. But it's terrible because I honestly can't deal with the levels of the enemies in these other areas. That one was the weird deer abomination. That one isn't letting me do anything with it. Cool. Is it broken? I'm wondering if this one's broken. I really hope it isn't. Because everything else has like a line which hasn't been ticked. Apart from this one. This one, that one has everything ticked, like one that I've finished. Yet isn't marked as finished. There were bugs in this game. Fuckers. Try to shoulder past her in the queue and you'll bleed out. Yeah. And if you want to store like a bit of fruit, just like plonk it on the shoulder somewhere. The Owl Forest quest? Oh shit. 30 owls. Yep, done that. You fucking bugged out on me, haven't you? Not completing. They're not complete. He just hoots. Oh, fuck off. Last was close to the end of the game. Oh! Okay, so you make it appear like it's bugged out when you just haven't. Okay. Trapped rabbit but already had supper. Stick on Shion for safekeeping. Yes. So it's not bugged out. So they haven't marked it well. So we'll have our middle one as our save before we take off anywhere. Yeah, the quest, I just can't. Livestock? Oh, too bad, livestock. Too bad. Take off? Yep, We on the ship now?
Well, it's the moment of truth.
This lady better hold together once we're up in the air.
Law, don't say that. You're going to jinx us.
Jinx us.
Speaking of which, Alphen, this bucket of bolts got a name?
A name? You know, I'm not sure she ever had one. I never really thought about it.
Well, after all the trouble we went through to find her, we should give her one, right?
16
I was
glyphs,
thinking
Atlas
something
Station
like-
and armor.
Fall Knights.
Huh?
It means
Really
owl in the
quest that'll
ancient
never work.
tongue. Literally, the one drawn to the skies.
I like it. Sounds perfect for our little escapade.
Not sure I'm completely convinced, but, well, it's as good a name as any. From now on, she'll be known as the Fall Knights.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Okay.
people. We have 2 goals. First, we need to get to Lenegus and make the Renans finally leave Dana alone. And then, we need to figure out the truth behind Shion's thorns and find a way to save her. Sound good? All right, then let's go.
Was it Fall Knights? Why didn't you just call it Owl to begin with? Fall Guys? Yeah. Oh, did they remove everything from it? They removed all of the old. Oh, it works. Holy shit, it works. Bye, Rena. Game just turned into Star Ocean.
You know, I can still hardly believe it.
Believe what?
I mean, just look at it. The whole of existence, crammed inside a tiny frame.
Now that you mention it, I guess you're right. It does look more like a painting than a living, breathing world.
From up here, all the struggles we've been through feel so insignificant.
Nothing like realizing how small you are to put everything into
Turned on the
perspective.
engines and the vines flew off like a
Kinda makes
toupee
the
in a
differences
convertible.
between the Renans and the Danans feel pretty small too, huh?
How much longer until we reach Lenegus?
There are better ways to use your time than napping. We should take a moment to familiarize ourselves with the facilities on board before arrival.
Who said we were going to nap?
Good idea. The starship may end up serving as our base of operations once we're down there. Think you'll be all right with the controls?
You mean the one set to automatic pilot? I dare say I'll manage. I'm basically just here to supervise.
In that case, she's all yours.
Party disbanded. What am I doing?
Everything okay, Shion?
Talk to other party
You
members.
seem a little different.
Different? Like in a bad way different?
No, not at all. You seem more driven lately, like you found a zest for life. It suits you.
I love that they've basically, like, we're in one place and we're not moving at all. Alright, Dohalim.
Is something wrong?
No. I was merely thinking how it had been 7 years.
Which
that's
is
all.
way bigger than it was on the outside. Yeah.
You mean since you became a lord and left Lenegus? I guess even someone like you can get homesick, huh?
I am as prone to sentimentality as any other. Tell me, though. You too have a history with Lenegus. A traumatic one, no less. This trip will probably mean facing up to some difficult emotions. Doesn't
Seems
that
like a
frighten you?
kaboomed place.
Well, it is a place where I took the lives of countless people. I'd be lying if I said I hadn't thought about it. But I can't keep running forever. The past is what it is. There's no changing that. But the future's what we make it.
I see.
Dohalim?
Forgive me. I was wrong to pry. We have more pressing matters to address. Come back and speak to me when you finish looking around the
Okay.
ship.
We will. What else we got? Shion?
We'll be going to Lenegus soon.
No, we're
This
on the
must
way.
feel like a homecoming of sorts to you, huh? What was
See,
life
that
on
makes it
Lenegus
sound like we haven't
back
left.
then?
We'll be going
You know,
soon.
before you came to Dana.
We'll get there
Let's just
soon.
say, I don't have many happy memories.
Seems
I've
more
had thorns my whole
appropriate.
life, for as long as I can remember. They called it treatment, but in truth, they were just using me as a guinea pig for their research.
You mean they experimented on you?
That's right. All I was to them was a riddle to solve. They poked and prodded me, trying to figure out what triggered my thorns or changed the form they took.
The form they
Day
took.
in and day out, every single day, one test after another. I'm still surprised they didn't try to dissect me. The look they gave me whenever one of them touched my skin. How could I forget it? Reeling from the pain, like I was a monster or something. Some existence, huh? A blight on any I touched, helplessly complicit in their pain. I thought things couldn't get any worse, but then they did. I started to have nightmares, visions of the coming apocalypse. Is it any wonder I lacked a cheery disposition? Unable to so much as touch another soul. Loneliness was my best friend. Sure, I survived, but with the knowledge that one day I'd be swallowed up by oblivion. And that's when it hit me. If I was going to die, then it should mean something. If I have to sacrifice myself to save the world, so be it.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you relive that.
No, it's fine. I'm in a much better place now.
You say it's your destiny to die so that others can live. But why not the other way around? Why shouldn't we be the ones dying to save you?
Are you crazy? Why would you sacrifice your life for...
That's exactly my point. Why should you have to give up your life just because you drew the short straw in the destiny stakes? How is that even right? It's that logic that's used to justify slavery, as if some of us were just meant to be sacrificed. This struggle was never about saving only ourselves. But that doesn't mean we have to give up our own lives to save everyone else's either. If we're doing this to protect people, if we're doing this to save the world from destruction, then that has to include saving each other as well.
A world free of sacrifice. That's what you've been fighting for all along, isn't it?
Not just me. We're in this together, remember? This fight is yours too, Shion. If we're going to win, everyone has to win. There can be no room for losers in this fight. How I see it, the true nature of our struggle.
I mean,
A victory without losers. But
victory
that
without
means that a
losers.
Dahnan victory over Rena can't be the end. Do you think we can pull it off?
You bet we can pull it off. We have to. It's the only
You
hope
can-
we have of things ever changing.
Yeah.
Unless
right.
there's a
No one's ever changed the future without aiming for the stars.
positive
We can do this.
for the losers,
Together.
there will always be losers. I like flying in real life, to hide the truth of the flat earth, of men on the ground dragging a tapestry of landscapes across the windows as a plane drives to Paris. Seize our future by our own hands. Can I go down here? Down here. Okay, like, there's hardly anything here. Who next? Yeah, this is not the size of the inside of that ship.
Hey, Alphen, listen to this! So Law and I were just talking and...
Hey, shut up!
What's got Law all flustered?
Only that he's afraid of flying, the big baby. And after all that fuss he made about naming the ship, too.
Hey, I never said I was scared. I just think it's, you know, a little unsettling how we're going to be cruising through space in a glorified tin can. That's all.
TARDIS nonsense going
It's
on
a
here.
starship, dummy. That's what it's supposed to do. I don't think there's anything strange about it.
Well, maybe you're the one with the problem then.
Guys. I'm no expert, but I think we can trust Renan technology. It got me to Dahna in one piece, remember?
Oh, that's a good point. If you think so, Alphen, it must be okay. Don't you agree, Law?
Hard to argue with that. Seeing how you hitched a ride in one of these things before, Alphen. It's just wrong, okay?
Perhaps the ship is a Mary Poppins butthole to crawl up into. That could also be going on too. Hey, are you still worried? No, why would you think that? Wait, where's Hootle? Where's our little owl? What? This thing's fucking huge. What is this? Vending machine? Yep, nope, nothing there. Kisara? Oh, please don't tell me she's sick as well. 6 pods for 6 people. She gets seasick. She might get
You okay?
airsick.
Actually, now that you mention it, not at all. These starships are a remarkably smooth ride,
Replicator
all things
rooms.
considered. Nothing like being at sea, thank goodness.
Glad to hear it. That device there caught your eye, huh?
I was just wondering what it is. It looks big enough to fit a person inside of it.
It's a healing pod. It fixes injuries and illnesses.
Who
you
found
don't say.
Alphen?
That should definitely come in handy if any of us get injured while we're down there.
Was he on his own when he came down?
Was it something I said?
No, I
Remarkably
was just thinking
inefficient with his
back to when
spacing
I
here.
escaped
Yeah.
Lenegis, that's all. What with the ceremony and losing control, I was a total mess.
There's
They
hardly
already
any
laid me
seats.
inside here.
So, you're saying you got in this thing straight after escaping? Would that mean you were inside for 300 years?
Yes.
What do you think?
It sounds
Who
crazy,
just
I
said
know.
it was 300 years old?
But don't even ask me why I stayed asleep all that time.
That's definitely quite some lie-in, all right.
How'd you get out?
But still, whether you meant to or not, I sure am glad that it's this century that you finally woke up
Base
in.
model, 50% cheaper, you have to furnish it yourself.
What do you mean?
Maybe.
With the amount of fighting we've done, we would have never made it this far without you. And not only that, but... Alphen, can you recall back to what it is that I said to you? Back when we left Menancia? About the dream of coexistence and needing to learn what it entailed?
Of course.
It doesn't
That's why
come
you
with as
came
much
with
as
us,
this
right?
stool.
To learn what you couldn't at home.
It's the
Even in
comfort-free
that time,
version.
I was well aware
have to
that what I was
stand.
living was a lie. But at the same time, I also felt really compelled to fulfill my
And
brother's
that's the
wishes.
future. 3
I'll
iPads
always
stuck to a
remember
riot
him
fence.
fondly. But the coexistence we're fighting for isn't for him. It's for people now, and those still to come. The world's bigger than just Menancia. My dream is for all Danans, wherever they might be, to be free. If I've learned anything on this journey, it's that. And the one who brought me along was you, Alphen. I'll forever be grateful to you.
Well, we're not out of this forest just yet. You should probably save your thanks. At least, until we've dealt with the Red Woman.
I know. But whatever we find when we get down there, I'm through looking the other way.
Kisara.
Probably getting a little ahead of myself, huh? Let's take things one step at a time.
Oh man. Right, so these are healing pods. Yeah, long and winding road getting here, but in the end, I'm glad we all met. We're out the woods though, I'll find we're in space. Oh, where's this? Oh, this is the... Wait, this is the shitty bit that goes up and down? That lets in and out? Yeah, no, they have no idea how this ship actually is size-wise. Because this, if I'm remembering correctly, this should be right next to the cockpit area. Shouldn't it? Okay, this is plain wrong, it's too fucking big. You know, last time there were decontamination pods. I don't want to know the shit that got at me there.
Is everyone about ready?
I have no
We'll
idea.
soon be making
The
preparations
best
to
part
land.
is he was like, get acquainted with the ship. Healing
Before we
pods,
do
that's
that,
it. It's the only thing you need to
just
know.
what
Healing
exactly
pods.
should we expect when we get down there?
Kisara has
Maybe a
a
cash
point.
machine.
Now that
or
I think of it,
vending
I don't
machine.
know the first
I
thing
don't know.
about Lenegus.
I'd like to hear more too. It's been centuries since I was last there, and they didn't exactly give me the grand tour.
The Grand Tour?
Very well. First and foremost, Lenegus was the base of operations in charge of the crown contest on Dana. Of course, it also happens to be a city in its own right, complete with its own independent society. Its social structure is based on a strict hierarchy. Put simply, the strength of an individual's astral arts carries great weight.
Enough to determine someone's social rank, you mean? But astral arts are innate, right? So people's positions are fixed at birth.
They can be honed with the right training, and there are admittedly other factors at play. But yes, that's basically the gist. As a result, family lines that churn out lords and their contenders wield disproportionate influence, and those lineages are treated as nobility.
Those capable of only weak astral arts are effectively an underclass, denied the right to descend to Dana even if they wanted to. Still, even the lowest rung on the Renan ladder is considered superior to being a Danan. Keep that in mind down there.
Thanks for the warning. As a lord, Dohalim must have been pretty high up in the pecking order, right? What about you, Shion?
Come on, you've seen her skill with astral arts. You really need to ask?
Fair
Now, would
point.
she pass?
On
Because she
arts
has
alone,
astral
you're
arts.
Right, I'd have been sitting pretty. But you're forgetting my thorns. They weren't exactly an invitation to high society.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's refreshing to be around someone who says what they're thinking. Life's less complicated that way.
Jeez, give backhanded compliments much?
Wait a second. Are you? He is! Lost blushing!
I am not!
Of course, separating people into castes based on something arbitrary like
Magic
discrimination
X-rays.
at its worst. As if such simplistic criteria could
Well, she
ever be a
hasn't got
measure
like,
of
yeah,
someone's
she isn't
worth.
embedded with
So this
her.
red woman, are we
Stone, is
expecting to
she?
find her on Lenegus?
I would wager so. Lenegus is too deeply involved in all this to discard the possibility. Chances are she's also connected to the Renis Alma being stolen from us in Pelagian.
There's more than
If
one
the
red
Renis
person
Alma
though.
is being used to exploit Dana,
This red
we
woman
need to
they're on
take it
about.
back at all
The intro
costs.
video.
That red woman's got a lot to
There's a
answer
couple of
for.
them flying through
Just
the air.
as well I've got a ton of
Chaos
questions.
Emerald up your behind, lest the normally alarm goes off. The iPad!
We're about to land. The descent could be a little bumpy, so brace yourselves.
On what?
If there are clues about your thorns out there, Shion, we'll find them.
What are we actually bracing ourselves against? This riot? You've got mail. So is this Lenegus? But this looked like a freaking like planetary body, and then it changes. So is everyone still alive that was on it?
There's no one here. I wasn't expecting a welcome mat, but still.
Lenegus's infrastructure is largely automated. Besides, people won't be expecting incoming traffic while the crown contest is still underway.
Is that on the wall?
Do you think anyone realizes that we're here?
We may not have received a royal welcome, but I doubt our entrance went unnoticed. Don't let your guard down.
I really hope we don't have to fight anybody while we're here.
So now what? We've come all this way on a hunch that this red woman is here, right? And if we're lucky, the Renis Alma too. Any idea where we should start looking?
There is an area of the city that is accessible only to the Sovereigns, known as the Forbidden Zone.
Ooh.
That seems as good a place as any for us to start.
So it's only for people who have won
Forbidden?
a crown contest?
What are they hiding?
I don't know, hence my desire to find out. Fortunately, we just so happen to have a Sovereign in our midst. In any case, changing the shape of a huge structure such as Lenegis would have required an immense source of power.
What is Arenas Alma?
Then you think that source might have been the Renus Alma?
No fucking idea.
Precisely. Alphen said that he remembered the
They were
Renus
supposed
Alma
to
being
be
used in the
the-
spirit channeling ceremony 3
Like a
centuries
sphere thing
ago.
made out of all the different elemental
Whatever the
spheres.
ceremony's purpose, if preparations are
But
underway for it to be held once
The
more,
woman in red fucked it up.
then the Renus Alma might be in the same place as last time, possibly together with the Red Woman. Hiding something of that worth in the residential quarters would
Yeah,
only
I think they're
court
supposed to
trouble.
combine. I
In
don't know
which
how.
case,
It
When
stands
they all
to
look like
reason
Apple
we should be
Eden.
looking somewhere normally out of bounds. Is that it?
Yeah, we kept the
Indeed.
fire one.
But it's been over 300 years since I was made a
Oh, hi
sovereign.
Wings.
You can't seriously think I'll be able to waltz right into the place after all this time.
There's only one way to find out. If there's even a chance you can get us in, I say we give it a shot.
Shion's right. Who knows? We might even find a clue to her thorns while we're at it.
All right. It's not like we're swimming in leads, so let's try to track down the Forbidden Zone.
Right, and that's on the way to the mountaintop of Giants.
Beyond that wall lies a city full of Renans. A capital city where Shion and Dohalim used to live, no less. Who knows what we'll find on the other side?
Wait, is it? Is that a ship there? How does that even work?
Thinking about what could be lurking out here is giving me the heebie-jeebies.
For such a loudmouth, you sure can be a worrywart at times.
Oh, I'm sorry. How stupid of me for wanting us to stay safe.
Would you two children stop squabbling? Or do you want everyone to know we're here?
So how many Renans actually live in this place?
I couldn't tell you exactly, though not as many as you might expect. Machines and Zeugles take care of
Machines and
most of the
Zeugles.
city's basic functions.
There's Zeugles out here too, huh? Sounds like we can't afford to let our guard down after all.
Yeah, I think it ever comes out. Only magic thingies in one place. Attract some elder god, yeah. I have to stop. I mean, we already kind of had that. Take off. Oh, we can go back. There's a lot of things stuck to the side of this building, isn't there? A gecko on the super sticky feet. Oh, I don't know, maybe? Love how I was like, hey, we'll go and we'll rest and we'll get, you know, ourselves with an XP boost, and it's nearly not ran out. Full assembly rotates elite style. Oh, maybe. What the fuck is going on? Wait, did this place go to fuck when it transformed? Is this music from elsewhere just being done on different instruments, maybe?
What in the world?
Chill remix of the Halo action
This
theme.
being Renan territory, I was prepared for a lot of things to look different. But this is a bit more than I anticipated.
The very foundations of the city have shifted. What could have caused this?
Do you see when
Lennigus
it
changed
changed?
It must have had an effect on the interior, too.
Maybe when they sent the wedge down to Dana?
But they wouldn't move around the places where people live. These are
That's
their
what you
homes,
think.
right?
I would think the citizens themselves didn't have much say in the matter. Either way, locating the Forbidden Zone just became that much
Go ahead,
trickier.
Forbidden Zone. Directions, please.
Dohalim? Is that you?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, who's this? I don't know, because...
Avakir. I'm glad to
Avakir.
see you're well.
Ooh.
So it is you! But why are you here? Shouldn't you be down on Dana participating in the crown contest? And these people!
So you haven't heard what happened on Dana, then?
Heard what?
The Lords are gone.
Someone you know?
An old friend.
Hey, Dohalim, don't tell me you've started keeping company with...
They're with me. More importantly, what's happened here?
I'm
The
really
saying
not
this
sure.
doesn't point.
The city's
Ooh.
foundations began to shift without warning, and now everything looks like this. We're all waiting for the Sovereign to tell us what's happening, but so far...
Avakir, listen to me. We're looking for the Forbidden Zone. Do you have any idea where we might find it?
The Forbidden Zone? What business could you possibly have there?
Trust me. The less you know, the better.
You're just the same as ever. I wish I could help, but what with the changed topography, I can barely locate my own home. Let alone the Forbidden Zone.
Very well. It looks like we'll have to find the way there ourselves.
Have you seen Faria yet?
No.
I see. Well, nothing much has changed with her. If anything, she's probably even more...
I can well imagine.
Why did you come back? You know it can only result in pain for you both.
I've no doubt of that.
Shove the whole place around like a giant
You
Rubik's
really
Cube.
are the same as ever. Fine, I understand. Just don't say I didn't warn you. And take care of yourself, okay, Doe?
He shouted his name at Doe. Please add the H on there, otherwise you're just a do.
So who's Faria?
Law?
If what Avakir said is true, it would seem the people of Lennigus are being kept in the dark about what's happening down on Dana.
Oh, they have no idea?
They seem to be just as clueless about what's going on up here in their own world. Despite the fact that it's actually here that the wedge originally came from.
We need more information.
Okay,
Let's talk to
so
the citizens,
what
see
on
what
earth
we
is
can
happening
find
here
out.
then?
While we're at it, we can ask them
We've
about the
got-
Red Woman, too.
And don't forget about finding the way to the Forbidden Zone either.
Let's leave the talking
Lennigus,
to
that we're
Shion.
on.
We can't have a bunch of Danans poking their
And they don't
noses
have a
around.
clue what's actually
Good idea.
happening
I
here
think that's for
or...
the best.
I shall assist.
You sure?
Being a
Down
lord on
on
Lennigus
the
has its
planet.
advantages.
So are the people in
Right,
Reds
then we'll leave it to
really
you
in
two.
charge? And they just don't know it?
The Danans among us should probably keep our heads down.
What if people freak out?
I shall explain it away by saying I'm leading you.
What are we, dogs?
What could be so important? It's worth destroying people's livelihoods and homes in the process. It's just unbelievable.
What on earth is
Uprooting
happening
an
here?
entire
Not much I
city as if it were
imagine.
mere building
One
blocks.
space on the other
Someone's
hand.
got an awful lot of questions to answer.
From how it looks, they must be siphoning off astral energy from Dana and then sending it to Rena.
But why do all this? What for? Surely they can't be using all that energy for the crown contest.
Whatever their purpose, disrupting their siphoning process alone won't be sufficient.
I have
Not
like
while
no
we still
idea
don't
what's
know
happening.
what their end game is.
He's right. We need to stop this from happening ever again.
This Forbidden Zone might be where we find some answers, right? So what are we waiting for? Let's get moving!
You heard him. We don't have time to stop and chat. Let's move.
Right, so, oh god, an afterthought.
So, I've been wondering, do you think when Lenegis was built, it was even made with people living here in mind?
What do you mean?
Well, none of this happened by coincidence, right? They must have designed it to transform like this. But then, if they knew people were going to live here, you'd think they would have taken that into consideration, to avoid all this chaos.
Ordinarily, yes. You'd think so. Trust me, as far as we were concerned, Lenegis was our home, nothing more. No one knew about all this. It makes you wonder
Me?
whether the city was just built on as an
I was
afterthought.
like, biometric watch?
But if so, to what exactly?
Sorry. That probably sounded weird, huh?
Oh, like, did I see
Not
that
at
in
all.
game?
Sometimes it takes an outsider's eye to help you notice what you've been missing all along. This place is a mystery, that's for sure.
Yes. I mean, you know, like, the
Something
sleep
tells me
tracking.
we'll find answers where we're going, though.
Yeah, you're right, Shion. I'm sure we will.
It's kind of weirdly a bit more like, ooh, even if it's not quite recording accurately, having stuff there is a bit more like, okay, so say for example I want to go out and go for a walk or something, right? Knowing it can track it, I can get the location and everything and see where I've went. It's like that little push to go a bit further and be like, ooh, how far can I go? Plus I can get all the messages coming through, so I haven't looked at my phone all the time. Is Lenegis done for? Residential quarters falling apart. Oh, you helped your mom set hers up recently and looks damn near identical. It's the is it supposed to be the Macefit? On those versions? Because I looked at one somewhere else and it wasn't that good, but also it stopped working. I was like, okay, I get a refund for it. So I had a look and ended up with the one I got just now. And yeah, it's good. You can see everything. And I kind of think they'll be mostly accurate for certain things. And I can, it's funny when you like, if I look back and I'm like, okay, what happened at that point of the day? And I can tell exactly when I've walked up the stairs. Because it's usually when my heart rate's like fucking sky high. Never mind like any other types of exercise. No, going upstairs. That's what really gets it going. No, I think my mum's got one as well. My mum, oh god, I was around there for Parents Day. What the fuck, Father's Day? That's the one. My mum like always kind of asks what games I'm playing. And she probably finds it weird that I'm playing multiple games on the same front. She just, I've never mentioned, like, you know, hey, do some streaming. And she's playing what, Mad Max. Like, okay, you're playing everything. She's done the main story for Assassin's Creed Valhalla. But yeah, every time we go down, there's like a new game getting played. Or she'll be stuck on something. But no, technology, jeez. Never mind how you said you mentioned you like helped your mum set her the watch up. My dad, he had a he's progressed. Usually run up them to get it over with before your body has time to realise it should be knackered. If I do that, it's more than 4 floors to this guy's rough. Yeah, no. Well, most of the time it's like I've been out and I'm hauling up. So when I go and get the food shopping, if it's, you know, I don't carry bags, I go in backpack. So yeah, it's going up that weight on my shoulders. But no, my dad was getting annoyed. It's progressed from like a flip phone that's, you know, you press your buttons multiple times to get your letters coming out, right? You know, the old ones, it's like 1, 2, 3, normal number pads. But he has, I don't know when, but he got like a smartphone. And first smartphone, yep, first one for him. And I think my sister, because she's been staying there until they move into the other place, been trying to help him. But he was messaging someone, and you know how if you're connected to the internet it goes through like chat as opposed to an SMS? I think it was really weird. It made it sound like he had to send it through chat for the other person to get it. So I'm like, is the other person not connected in some way? I don't know. Because the other person has some issues, and I don't think... okay, this is my dad, who's not very technologically advanced, and trying to explain things. So the other person who was messaging has to dictate to get a message across. They don't type it out in any way. But I still don't understand why them sending that would... If it's a phone, but it might not be a phone. So he's faffing about. He's like, why does it send an SMS as an SMS? Like, why does it send like that? Why is it not sent through chat? I'm like, just send it again. And he's fixating on the fact that even though he was connected to the internet and had his Wi-Fi on, that it somehow sent as an SMS, like maybe the Wi-Fi dropped. I don't know. It's like trying to explain like something which is like, but you could just do it again, couldn't you? I don't know. This is parents and technology. My dad has always been the one who gets quite frustrated with technology. Yeah. Okay, with everything all topsy-turvy in residential quarter, a lot of injuries, stuff keeps dropping on people, and they're also falling down. Wait, the people are falling down? I've got a map action. Talk to citizens. All of them?
Oh, dear me. What an unspeakable mess this has all become. Just look at the state of our city. Even the Zeugles have stopped heeding our commands. Whatever did we do to deserve this?
You really have no clue what might have caused this?
Would that I have. Alas, there was no warning, no prior decree. His Highness must have deemed it unnecessary for us to know.
Sovereign?
We have no choice but to grin and bear
But
it.
Vol'ren had sovereign powers.
But
He had the crest,
do
did
my
he
eyes
not?
deceive me? Could I really be standing in the presence of his lordship, Dohalim of the House Ilkaris? I believed he was on Dana.
Your eyes do not deceive you. It is I, one and the same. I have returned to fulfill a special duty, the details of which I cannot divulge.
Oh.
As your lordship wishes. First Lenegis mutates beyond recognition, now this unexpected visit. The Sovereign's plans are inscrutable indeed. The Ilkaris house has produced a great many lords over the centuries. I shall be praying for your victory in the latest crown contest.
Your good wishes do me an honor.
Brilliant. My grandmother was convinced, pressured, and using a smartphone same recently. It's hilarious because I'm visiting my dad. He's like, let's get grandma on FaceTime. He does the video call, right? And invariably, when she picks up, you'll spend a solid minute speaking to my grandmother's right ear. Oh. Yeah, I guess it must be strange for older generations. Like, my parents, they do have, I can't remember what the fuck it is. It's one of the things that is tied with Alexa, which has the camera and that on it. It's not the Dot, it's like a... I don't even know if... Yeah, because it's always... Whenever they use it, it's usually for music. And... I think it's what they use, like, when they're video calling my sister when she was in her flat for my niece. Sometimes I wonder if my parents just somehow fumble along, or if it's set up by my sister and her other half and then my parents just like use it. Sovereign knows best. His will works in mysterious ways. Oh, using your astral hours to put out. Okay. Uh-huh. Hey, can anyone hear me? Please, someone answer me. What's going on? Why can't I reach anyone? A strawberry. So, although I would have expected my dad to kind of be a bit more on top of technology, because he's used PCs since like Windows 3.1. So he's, you know, he's not completely backwards. The 80s, right? So I'm at least reasonably comfortable filling my tech. Yeah. Like he fucked up the PC that much. He had like books on MS-DOS and all that shit to try and fix it. It was great for any of my game progress that we had. Number of times I started over The Sims and Roller Coaster Tycoon. Because, or even Zoo Tycoon, because he just like done something. I was like, oh well, there goes PC again. Give it telepathy, yeah. But when it comes to phones, like he's got a tablet. He has a laptop now. He doesn't use a desktop. He uses a laptop because he lies on the floor most of the time, so it's just easier. But even my mum's got a tablet, and my mum's got a smartphone as well. And I think even she's a bit... She'll have issues with stuff, but she doesn't get that annoyed with it. She just kind of perseveres. But my dad's like... He gets close to the hole, he's gonna hit it or throw it across the room. Like, patience. Where's it? Dang Sovereign, we need him. Can you see the city's in trouble? Let's not jump to conclusions now. There's just reason he hasn't appeared yet. Simply give it time. I love how when they're elderly people, they've got them hunched over and like their knees, like, you know, like kind of, they're just... He lies on the floor, laptop does both. Because of his MS, he is not comfortable on seats at all. Or sitting positions. So most of the time he's just lying on the carpet in some way. So that's why the laptop's always on the floor. Oh no, it's fine. It was just... He's been like it for a while, even before I think he found out he had that anyway. Can I heal you? 54? Better be worth it. In all my years, never have I... Yep, old hunched over person. Never have I seen such potent healing arts. Thank you so much for taking the time to help an old woman like me. Ooh! Fancy parfait recipe. Filled to the brim with fruit and cream. Extremely satisfying to eat. Eating one risks developing more than a few cavities. Hey, wouldn't bed be easier, at least, to get up out of again? Yeah, well that's usually where he goes to nap during the day. I think it's just if he's through and he's wanting a conversation with other people. Because he's usually sitting on, well, lying, kneeling on the floor.
Everything will be okay now.
I know the basics of healing arts, but my skills pale in comparison.
Oh, he does know healing arts, doesn't he? Speaking to you. What he really needs is like just a bed thing line with wheels and you scoot around. Far from graceful when getting up from the floor, heaven only knows what it'd be like at his age. You should see him walking. It's probably easier if he just lied and had wheels attached to him for moving from room to room. Him walking is like he needs an obstacle course, but instead of like obstacles to go over, he needs obstacles to hold on to. Huh? Where am I? Just went out for a walk. Now I don't know where I am. I don't know, everything's falling apart and looks completely different. Can't get a hold of Mother and Father either. I have nothing to fear, kids. I'm sure there's a reason for everything that's going on. Even the Zeugles are out running loose. It seems dangerous. Zeugles are nothing more than our servants. They may have gotten out, but I assure you, they've been back under our control before long. If you kids consider yourselves to be proud Renans, then be brave. The situation fixed before you know it. I'm going out to the airport for Cobra Shot. Yeah, until they got it changed. They were like, screw that. I can't even remember where they got it changed to. Because they were like amongst the first type, like the first that were getting the invites. I think there was a lot more like window opportunity for them to be able to rearrange the appointment to somewhere closer. But no, I can't remember what was... Like, you know, where pension is, they've got the free bus travel. So, if it's somewhere that's near a bus stop, that's fine. But walking, he does have a walking stick. It's like, just get yourself a little mobility scooter. Oh, my mum could stand on the back of it as well. Zipping along the streets.
Your lordship. Oh, what a great honor it is to finally meet you. I descended to Dana during the last crown contest also. Alas, when the contender I was backing failed to clinch the title,
Ooh.
I returned. I witnessed the deaths of so many slaves.
Indeed.
Sorry to interrupt, but we're looking for a woman dressed all in red. Have you seen anyone of
Holds
that
up a mirror.
description?
Sidecart shoes. Give me motorcycles, yeah.
Oh, red, eh? No, I can't say I remember anyone like that. I imagine she'd stand out somewhat, too.
Yeah. What about down on Dana during the crown contest? You didn't see anyone like that hanging around the lord you were serving?
What's with all these questions? I've never seen her, okay? Not recently or otherwise. Why do you want to find her anyway?
Never mind. Forget I asked. Sorry to take up your time.
Oh, this is quite different being here. Zeugles suddenly stopped listening to her commands. As soon as we turned our backs, they bolted for the horizon. Nothing like this has ever happened before. I have to put the crown contest on hold. I can't carry on with things like this. What do you call it in English? Try to think of what else you could maybe mean. Now, we can have a conversation, or I can have a little look around to see if there's anything. Was healing. We can't get through there yet. Wheels healing. Oh, Zimmer frame. That's what I know it as.
Is everything okay? You look a little lost.
Hmm? Oh, yes. I can't seem to find my way home, is all. I was just about to make my umpteenth attempt at a new route.
I was hoping to head this way myself. The situation is a real pain, huh?
I suppose the Sovereign knows best. I daren't stay here too
I
long,
daren't
though.
stay.
A lower caste can only linger around these parts for so long before I outstay my welcome. I was hoping to avoid it, but maybe
Yeah,
I'll have to
that's
go
what
that
it's
way
called
after all.
here. Or that's the well, stay
You mean
here.
you know
That's
another
what
way
I've always
round?
known it as.
Lord Dohalim,
Although, is that the one with
Taurus.
wheels, or just
But
like
how?
the frame?
Last I heard, you were in Dana competing in the crown contest.
Yes, strange, isn't it? If you know another route, we'd be grateful if you could tell us.
But of course. Please forgive me. There's a wall that sprung up ahead of here, with what looks to be an entrance in it. I thought maybe it was a passageway between the different quarters, but I've no way of knowing for sure.
It's worth investigating, at least. I shall go and assess the
What are we
situation.
doing?
In the meantime, wait for me here. If it looks safe, I'll come and let you know.
You'd really do that for me?
Oh my god, you
A
want me to do
lord
something and I'm
troubling
like,
himself
I've
for
broken it?
someone of my lowly status?
Our lot in life is of little consequence. We are both Renan, first and foremost.
Oh, why yes, my lord. Thank you.
Well, we've canvassed the city for information.
Okay.
do you
The
think?
door's through there.
No one has the faintest idea what's happened to the city after all. They haven't heard the news about the crown contest either.
You'd think that info would easily
wow.
find its way up here. Has it always
Look at a
been
little
like
basket
that?
on it.
Not to this extent, which would indicate that something's suppressing the truth, that Lenegis is under some kind of control.
Given everything that's happened to their city, the people here seem weirdly okay with it all.
Yeah, that one
That's
guy
brilliant.
even said Zoogle had stopped listening to him. If that's true, these people are in big trouble.
Everything that happens here is attributed to the Sovereign's will. It's the way people have been
Sovereign's
conditioned.
will.
Their belief runs deep. Nothing happens devoid of a reason. To them, it's all part of the Sovereign's grand plan.
Dropping this
The
away from you going down the
Sovereign's
hill.
plan. There is one thing I'm still not sure about. Just who is this person
Who's
ruling
the
over
Sovereign?
Lenegis?
The Sovereign, of course. He rules from Rena while presiding over both Rena and Lenegis.
During the last crown
Without
contest.
the lords or anyone in the middle doing his dirty work? Isn't Rena at least the same size as Dana? That's a pretty big dominion for one person to rule over. I would have thought ruling Lenegis alone would be difficult enough.
The points you make are valid, though I confess I'd never given it much thought before. Here, the Sovereign's total authority is as natural as night turning to day. Come to think of it, I know nothing of the nature of how Rena itself is. Shion, have you ever been... No, forgive me. Have you met or crossed paths with, or even heard of someone who's actually made a visit to the homeland?
No, I haven't.
Neither have I. In which case, I would imagine that...
Wait, no one in
But
Lenegis
no,
has been?
Surely not. Can it really be that no citizen of Lenegis has ever been there?
Named for himself like a crap
Hold up,
transformer.
What are you getting at, Dohalim?
Assuming what I believe to be correct, it's possible that no one on Lenegis
No
has
one's been to
ever laid
Renan,
eyes on the actual
apart from
Renan
the Sovereign.
homeworld itself. No one but the Sovereign, that is.
But what about trade and communication? There's got to be a flow back and forth, surely.
Not if the Sovereign is imposing his will on Lenegis single-handedly. It could be a one-way street.
But I thought you said that the Sovereign's all the way over on Rena. If that's the case, can he really rule directly over Lenegis from so far away?
Rulator? Rolator.
What if something were to happen to the city, like now?
That would be
I'm beginning
alright.
to wonder what the nature
For a
of this
Transformer
sovereign
name.
even is. Alphen said he was forced into the role, right? Just before the ceremony. But sovereign is also the title given to the almighty Renan ruler. So which one is it?
Whoever wins the crown contest inherits the throne from his or her
can't remember who,
predecessor before
like,
becoming
the-
ruler over all of Rena and Lenegus. Thereafter, that individual is known as the sovereign. Though, it would appear
Time
that the
frame
current ruler has
for
gone
the
silent.
contest.
As
Doesn't get
for
a
how
ruler.
Volron factors into all
Do they
this,
start a contest straight away?
at this point, I no longer know what to believe.
Maybe?
3 centuries ago, I became the sovereign here on Lenegus. No, not just became, I was forced to. Me, a Danon. 300 years later, we cross paths with Volron, who also bears the sovereign's crest.
So is he a sovereign or
That's
not?
not the only thing we have in common. We both became sovereign without winning the crown contest.
Do you think Volron was made sovereign for the same reason? Because of that ceremony?
I can't say for sure, but it certainly sounds like it.
But that would mean that 2 sovereigns would need to exist at any one time. One whose job it is to rule, and the other for ceremonial purposes. We never did see Volron's body back in Ganeth Haros. Is a new ceremony underway with Volron at its center this time? Could that be what's causing all this strange activity here?
Wait a second. You don't think Volron and the Red Woman are working together, do
We
you?
killed him, did we not?
The ceremony can't go forward without the Renis Alma. The same one that the Red Woman stole.
There's something else the ceremony needs. A maiden. And unless there's another one out there aside from me...
Questions, questions, and yet more questions. Ones that it seems will remain unanswered until we can establish the Sovereign's identity.
If the Forbidden Zone really is off limits to everyone but the Sovereign, that seems as good a place as any to start. For the sake of liberating Dana, too.
Then it's decided. That's where we need to go.
One of the citizens mentioned a passage that she thought might lead to another section of the city.
So a wall with a
It
doorway
could
came
point
up.
us in the right direction. Let's go find it.
Find the entrance. I feel truly blessed to have a lord who shows such care and concern for his people. Oh, do you? Lenegus's citizenry.
I didn't realize Renans oppressed their own kind, too.
And yet, weirdly, none of them seem to mind. Am I the only one who finds that strange?
It is the way things have always been, so no one thinks to question it. You have experience in that regard yourself, do you not?
Unquestioning acceptance of your own servitude.
Be right back.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Even so, the quality of life here seems much higher than any Danon city we visited. I used to think it was impossible to build an ideal society without wealth. But I suppose having it doesn't always mean people are treated fairly either.
More to the point, not a single citizen seems to have even heard of the Red Woman.
What if she's not here? What if it turns out we're looking in the wrong place entirely?
It's still too early to say anything for sure.
For all we know, she might be able to blend in, move around unnoticed. I say we hold off judgment until we've exhausted every avenue.
Hey Brian, how you doing? Finger maiden, try finger, or that if you're feeling feisty. That's for advanced users. The art of conversation.
Tell
We
me,
can go for that, don't need to go
Has
crazy.
that skill of yours got a name?
And what skill would this be, pray tell?
You know, when you're talking to people around town. The way they suddenly become putty in your
He's a lord
hands.
though.
I'm afraid I don't quite follow.
I do. It's called friendly intimidation. Look imposing and speak in a deep, booming voice, and presto, you'll have people wrapped around your finger in
Really?
no time.
I would never stoop to such scandalous tricks. Any feelings of intimidation are solely in the eye of the beholder.
So there is a knack to it. How do you learn it? Can anyone do it?
Now you've got me curious. Is there special training to master?
Let's see. An obsession with being elegant is a must. Oh, and it helps to be old-fashioned, too. bonus points if you speak in a way no one can understand.
If you've a bone to pick with me, it'd be quicker to just come out and say it.
What? They look up
Yeah,
to
we
you,
didn't-
that's
I'm doing
all.
good, thank
I'm
you
just
for
helping them
asking.
along.
Hey! What's got
Explain
into
this.
Elfin and Law all of a sudden?
I can barely understand a word they're saying. And what's with the weird poses? Was it something they ate?
Oh, they ate.
I hope you're willing to take the blame for this one.
I wasn't expecting them to take me so seriously. I'll go and have a word with them.
Oh man, you're scaring everyone. Best part is, I thought this game would be over like 10 hours ago.
With nobody left to run the show, I wonder what the people here are supposed to do.
It's the usual Tales thing has happened, where what I think is an ending, I'm like, what is it? And it turns out it isn't. And then we go off on a tangent, which feels like it isn't even related in any way whatsoever. Okay, let's do. Oh wait, yeah, we're gonna have to run the show. I wonder what people right here are supposed to do. Yeah.
I mean, there's sovereigns up on the Renan homeworld, and all their lords were sent to Dana.
Okay.
But Dohalim was a lord, right?
And why are some of these ones that I need to progress voiced and other ones aren't? There's a lot more that aren't voiced than are.
Only current acting lords
Tales
have
goes on
power.
for a bit.
Renan society is quite strict about such matters.
Like, I thought the wedge bit was going to be, you know, kind of it, and then it's like, oh, here's these other things going on. Surprise!
Even if the other lords were still around, I doubt they'd be able to do much about the situation.
I wonder what they'd think if they were here to see Lenegis now. Balsif, Ganabelt, Almadria, and Volron. Now that I think of it, aside from Dohalim, we know next to nothing about the other lords.
Well, yeah, why would we? To us Danans, they were just enemies we needed to overthrow. Nothing more.
Can't end on a wedge. Gotta find a wheel it came from.
I know. But seeing Renans in their own city, going about their day-to-day lives, it gets you thinking.
It feels strange to imagine the lords living here too, you mean?
Yeah, a little.
If you're that curious about them, why not try inquiring?
No, we're supposed to be
with
going
some
through a
of the
door.
locals?
A door in the wall? What?
Every lord in their household has their share of supporters here on Lenegis.
Oh, every lord in their household.
And luckily for us, the people here are unaware of the events on Dana, which means they should be more inclined to talk to us.
Start quest. Renans and their lords. Wait, is this a side quest? New fan theory. Artificial moons made out of tech cheese. Yeah, we'll take this as a side quest. Just keep getting more and more. Talk to people who support their lords. Right, tell us more about your lord and savior, Mr. Ganabelt. Oh, I thought you were going to actually speak. You want to know which lord I support? Why? Are you out canvassing for someone? I am, oh my god. I am with His Excellency Erwolze Teldilis. You probably know him better as Lord Balsif. Why? Oh, I know a lot of people consider him to be a giant brute. Believe me, I realize he can be an aggressive man. What those people don't realize is how much he looks after the members of his house. It's fair to say that House Teldilis doesn't enjoy much esteem. Those of us who serve it will be the first to admit that. But His Excellency always stands up against any who would mean us harm. Of that we can be sure. Commissioner Gordon, I love how he's got, it looks like a comb, like a really, really dense comb. It's not a mustache, you know, like a pocket comb. But the teeth, instead of being teeth, it's just like it's before it's been shaped. There's the spandex. His efforts in the crown contest aren't only for his family, but to improve the standing of each and every member of his house. I owe so much to His Excellency, I could never dream of serving any other lord. Oh, angry. Get angry, Commissioner Gordon. Wow, you're short.
Falstaff had it in him to care about someone other than himself? Really?
Never mind, I already spoke to you.
It's possible. A change in position can do much to alter one's perspective.
So even he might have had something he wanted to protect.
Combs for getting rid of lice. Yes! Oh, the knit combs. Those were a menace. You want to feel like your scalp's getting ripped off? You've got hair? No, you had hair. Nowadays, do not get those so dense as for the scalp as soon as anything else. Yeah. Did they not have? Is it not like some squishy, like foamy thing now that they have, or do you still get them, the combs? Lord Dolim, you've returned. Ah, and I see you brought aids with you. Do you remember who I am, my lord? Surely you must, yes? Not only do I support House Il Karas, but more specifically his lordship personally. So much so, I've been trying to share my appreciation of his lordship to anyone who will listen. In fact, I was planning to publish my extensive writings on the subject through this very terminal for all to read and enjoy. But since the lines appear to be cut due to the recent tumult, I was going to say turmoil, I've been unable to upload them. I know, since you're all here, I'll just read them aloud. There exists a most handsome man, a man who radiates beauty, whose every word, every syllable is divine poetry. He hails from the famed house Il Karas, and his name, Lord Dohalim. Music is his passion, the arts his great love. The scores of boorish, uncouth men of this land cannot begin to compare to his magnificence. So refined and majestic is his posture, why the mere thought of it brings me to ecstasy. Once he becomes our sovereign, Rena shall bloom anew, ushering in an era of prosperity for our grand civilization. When your preschool had lice, it was a special stinky shampoo first, and Mum tortured you with a comb. Since you were in the bath, she couldn't tell the tears from water. Until that glorious day comes, I shall forever be praying for his victory, morning, noon, and night. Huff huff. Well, what did you think, my lord? Poured my whole heart into it, hoping to capture your essence. Wait, I forgot to mention anything about his lordship's love for collecting things. I must take this time while the lines are down to append it. Only then will my masterpiece be complete. Oh, jeez. Right. Yep, you're a fan.
I guess she intended to spread it throughout all of Lenegis then.
Dolim, you've returned. No, so long. My lord, how can you be so aloof, and yet there's something wonderful about that too. Worst part, I never had lice, but I had to endure it all the same.
Good thing the lines were down so she couldn't.
I can't.
It almost sounded like she was praising them too.
Maybe there was
I
more to
can't
the guy
remember
than
if
at first glance.
I ever had it.
I shall
Ever had
refrain
them?
from commenting.
It was one of those things where it got sent around school. Like they contacted the parents. Was like, "Hey, this is this is going on," and then everyone had to get treated because there was fucking outbreak. Innocent until proven guilty is merely a comforting lie we tell ourselves. Well, I never think anyone would try to tear me away from House Valkyris.
What?
What do you want? Tell me you work for Lord Dohalim or a dreadful Lord Almadria, do you? You don't? Well, don't scare me like that. That's your question. I come from the family that has served House Valkyris for generations. Indeed, I'm doing all I can to support Lord Ganabelt behind scenes so that he might emerge victorious. Many think him to be a cruel man, but I insist they're utterly mistaken. They won't deny he can be strict. He puts Rena's interests front and centre like no one else. why he advocates that rather than stay confined to Lenegus, we should get on with colonizing Dana and expand our horizons. That way, we will become masters of both worlds and overturn our current minority status on Dana's surface. This is why he seeks to become our next sovereign. Tell me, is there a greater, more noble ambition than that? I think not. It is the pursuit of power for the advancement of our kind. This is what makes him an exemplary lord, a model above all others. Though I was unable to accompany him myself, I have read that wrong. My two sons have been blessed with the honor of joining him on the surface. Oh shit. The hope treatment for crabs isn't the same. Oh no. I'm curious, but also I don't want to know. As her father, it fills me with endless pride. So we spoke to everyone?
Ganabelt was so horrible to people, yet he was invested in helping Rena succeed. Doesn't that seem just a little inconsistent?
I'm perhaps biased in this matter, I admit. However, in my mind, while all lords...
Wait, someone else? People support lords. But there's just no one else. Not here. It must be through there, because it has to be other lords.
Lords vie to become the next sovereign. They're also meant to serve as guardians of all of Rena.
It seems like Ganabelt also had people he cared about until the very end.
So why couldn't he extend that to us Danans?
Okay, nothing there. I'm hopeful it's through here. Rub the bits in vinegar or something. It may be?
This area doesn't look as badly damaged as that other district we went through.
Indeed. The effects of Lenegis' transformation appear to be less pronounced here. Or, viewed another way, this area was simply luckier.
Pardon me.
This area falls under the sole jurisdiction of House Kyneris. I was asking you to depart at once. Surely you don't claim to be ignorant of her famed house, ruled over by the esteemed Lord Almedria. So I urge you to listen well. In fact, I bid you listen carefully regardless. Only long bath, unlike the other one. I can keep submerged almost indefinitely. I mean, you try with the lace. You just might not, you know, hanging upside down from the shower. Real. Have you ever noticed how in the history of Lenegus only a few women lords have emerged to compete in the crown contest? Many have theories as to why this might be, but Lord Almedria quashed the doubts of any naysayers through sheer might. In fact, not only did she usurp her father and previous family master, she also removed her older brother to claim the seat for herself. What do you mean removed her older brother? Rather that than the comb. She's a woman who stops at nothing to get what she wants. He gives her enemies nary the slightest opening to strike. Nary! And truly, Lord Almedria is a woman of talents, no one in all Rena. It better exemplifies the virtues of our nation's meritocracy. Wow, I was struggling to get that in a, you know, an actual spoken form. In the age of the glorious women sovereign reigning over Lenegus shall be upon us at last. No, it won't. Wait, she is gone, isn't she?
I guess her willingness to stoop to any low came from a survival of the fittest worldview.
And some people here not only shared her belief, but championed it as morally right too.
How big is this area? Ooh, okay.
That doesn't make it true.
We'll come back
Too
to
bad
you.
they couldn't see through her.
Yeah.
Sheep meat. I've seen no animals up here. What's happening? I don't get it. It wasn't a decree or anything to announce this, like it always is. You're right. Even if this was an accident, strange, we still haven't heard anything from the Sovereign yet. Do my ears deceive me, or are you saying that you don't trust what the Sovereign is doing? Have you know that I was a part of the delegation that came down with him to Dana during the previous crown contest? He was a brilliant man, and just as good with astral arts as well. I'm sure he's well aware of the situation, and thus has a plan to resolve it. Not lamb or mutton, sheep meat, I know. Until then, we must simply wait and trust in his judgment. And go to the other side. Down this way first. Oh, old people walking. Oh god, what are you doing? You adoring man. You saved my life. I wouldn't have. Wait, I would have been a goner had you not arrived when you did, my lady. I understand you're in a crown contest, but I had no idea such a capable astral artist was in our midst. Forgive me for not realizing it sooner. Woman with strong astral energy. Come on, you don't need to bow so deeply. All I did was strike at Zoogl's weak point. I didn't even get to go down to Dana for the crown contest, so I'm not sure how to feel about all this praise you're heaping on me. She looks afraid. Where's my house? I don't know how to get home. You're lost forever. Sorry, authorized personnel only. The damage beyond here is too severe. I have to go around. Ooh. Old people crouched over. It's like the almost stripped skeleton of a sheep in a centrifuge. Whatever coagulated at the bottom of the tub became known as sheep meat. As a member of the upper caste, I urge you to find a route out of here to the neighbouring district. Please, no, you can't expect an old man such as me to do that, not when there's Zoogles running loose in that part of town. That's exactly why I need you to do this. Surely you don't intend to defy me now, do you? Oh, you're an asshole! Oh, Commissioner Gordon's back. Residential quarters is completely ruined, the roads are a mess, now we can't get any power. The info terminals are gone dead too. Can't get in contact with any of our fellow Renans on the ground in Dana. I wonder if the Sovereign's aware of what's going on. Remember that's actually in the industry. Right, last one.
Ridiculous.
How loathsome. Oh, I was just reading about Volrin. Can I help you?
Okay.
I was always an ardent supporter of Lord Urwagil. Or your Waggle? Hildress myself. Were it not for his sudden death down on the surface, I likely still would be. Xehanort. Oh, it is! In my eyes, Lords Urwagil. Water White. He's a true Water Lord. Not only for a second that he perished in some accident, like they say. As for how Volrin runs Gareth Harros, don't get me started. Here he enslaves not only Danans but even his fellow Renans. We live in a society where the victor, where to the victor go the spoils, but his actions go against what we as people stand for. Besides, just what sort of family line is this house Ignisary of his anyway? I had never heard of it until he came along, which means they must be among the lowest dregs of society. Such an ignoble lineage could suddenly produce an astral artist capable of ascending to lordship is unheard of. Are Rennings halflings? What, because of the height? Oh, I think it's just because it's elderly. All the old people, they are hunched over, their knees are like bent. I don't know if it makes any sense, not to mention all of the upheaval around here of late. What's happening to our people?
It seems like the people on Lenegis don't really know much about Volron either.
I remember being quite surprised when the Lord of Ganeth Harros changed so
I can't
abruptly.
move.
Didn't you have any doubts that something suspicious was
My
going
control's
on?
still on.
On the contrary. Remember, we Renans are raised to accept everything at face value.
Oh, because we're going into... Yeah, that was the last of the
When
people
you
for
think
that
about
quest.
it, the families of Renan lords must see them differently than the rest of us.
Yeah, despite the brutality they're known for.
They must have had a lot on their shoulders, carrying all the weight and responsibilities of Renan society.
I'm packed down a bit
Renans
of the
live in
age,
a
but
world where
I thought it
strength
was
and
in
power determine their
order of a
position
couple of
in the
inches,
social
not feet.
hierarchy, so they tend to grow up fiercely competitive. But their loyalty to their people is also strong. It's what brings them together against outside forces, and nothing exemplifies that more than the Lords.
That's what makes them the guardians of all of Rena, so to speak.
Right. It's the same reason Balsif hated my guts, and Ganabelt went after you, because we're threats to Rena.
Guess that makes you an even bigger oddball than we thought.
So, Alphen, have you gained anything from all of this?
Yeah. I think it's made me realize that the Lords were all people, too. Balsif and the others, they all had their own circumstances to
Ganabelt.
deal with as they went through life.
Yeah, but still, just because they had loved ones in their lives doesn't mean...
I know. What they did was horrible. I'm not trying to dispute that. But at the same time, they weren't incomprehensible monsters either. They were individuals, just like the rest of us. So I guess what I'm trying to say is...
You're saying that they weren't bad because they were Renans, or because they were terrible monsters. Even if they did terrible things, they were still just people.
Rinwell.
Am I wrong?
Not at all.
Being a Danan doesn't make you a good person. And being a Renan doesn't make you a bad one. I think that's something we've all seen.
Shion and Dohalim definitely make a good case for it.
And I'm going to keep doing my best to make sure I earn that trust, as a fellow human being above all else.
Hey, nice. Yeah, I mean, if we straightened him out, you know, straighten these, the back, just some like, stand on him. There's so many politically incorrect jokes practically begging to be made with this. I would say that, they're small, isn't they? Then they're hunched over. God, your arms look unnatural. It's all old people and children. Where am I going anyway? Raked him over a railing. I ironed him a little. Yeah, maybe. Grape gel. Father, what's going on? I'm scared. Not sure, son. Never in all my years here in Lenegis has anything like this ever happened, not even once. There's always been a decree before anything takes place. Not only was there, not this time, the residential quarters has seen damage and injuries. Could that mean something bad's happening then? It's possible. All we can do is wait and hope for the best. Yes, let's stare at this wall. Ignore the outside world going on behind you. Don't help any of your fellow citizens. Just sit there and have a conversation as to why there might be something bad going on. We'll just wait and see.
Don't get.
What is it?
The crown contest itself has always gone ahead as planned, right?
How is it going to go ahead?
In which case, the current sovereign of Rena should be whoever it was that won the previous contest.
People's posture is worse than mine.
So, who was it then?
Hanfricht Milgrath,
Your spine
the former
straight.
lord of
Oh,
Cyslodia,
maybe?
if memory serves.
So then this Hanfricht whatchamacallem, he's the current ruler of
Hanfricht?
Rena?
What?
The last I heard, yes. Though, admittedly, I haven't actually seen him since the end of the
I
previous
think
contest.
they get killed.
You're saying that ever since becoming sovereign, he's never actually
I think
shown
they-
himself
they-
on Lenegis?
I guess over Holocom maybe, but not in the flesh. Same thing goes for the sovereign that
Oh,
came
not in the
before him.
flesh.
Now that
They
you mention it, I don't
make
recall
a
anyone
version
ever
of him?
visiting Lenegis from the motherland, sovereign or otherwise.
And that never struck you as a little bit odd?
When you live here, It's as if you're conditioned not to notice all these strange quirks and discrepancies. The question is then, by whom? And to what end?
A new Renus Alma is supposedly created to coincide with every crown contest, meaning each victor is awarded their very own. In other words, if that's true, there should be as many of the things out there as there have been contests.
Okay.
True, but going on what we witnessed in Pelegion, it didn't look like the sort of thing that could be made to order. But if even the victor's speeches have been part of some grand deception, then
Shit,
where
your
are they?
intestines were fucking 40
Quite
feet
frankly,
tall.
I'm not even sure what to believe anymore.
You and me both. Though we are Renan by blood, neither of us even knew that such a thing as a Dark Master Core existed, remember?
Oh yeah, that was
With
used,
any
wasn't
luck,
it?
the Forbidden Zone might give us some answers.
No use standing around here chatting about it then. Let's get a move on.
Right, where have you got me going? On all the ways. Give me a second, I will be right back. There we go. Like 8-9 feet, probably where it would be. Stop being fun, start being frightening. If you fell over at 12 foot, that's basically Lethal's fall. Just from being clumsy. Oh god, yeah. And 40 you'd be liable to get carried off a brisk gust of wind. Resisted. How could any of this happen? For years, Lenegis was a bastion of order and stability. Where did it all go so wrong? Anything sparkling?
Doe?
Doe?
Faria.
Faria? Isn't that the person that Avakir guy was...
But why are you here? Wait. Don't tell me you've given up on the crown contest and come crawling back home from Dana already. Nothing to say? Even though you were willing to kill Tarnigan to secure your position as Lord, you still... kill?
I'm here to take care of something. If you wish to continue this conversation, I only ask that you wait until I'm finished.
Oh, of course. You always did prefer to take the coward's way out. Even after 7 years and living on that Danon rock, you haven't changed one bit. But let me tell you, I haven't changed either. Not a day's gone by the past 7 years that I haven't hated you.
If killing me will bring you
babe,
peace,
with eyelashes.
then so be it.
Dohalim, What the hell are you saying?
First, I have business to take care of. If it's vengeance you seek, I will grant you it. But you must wait. My sins are legion. Let me finish what I came to do. Then you have my word. I will let you do whatever brings you peace.
Sure, that's it. Run away like always. You don't even have the courage to die. No wonder you leave it to someone else. You're just a coward!
Oh, there's the... We're gonna have something. Oh, Jesus.
Dohalim.
I apologize that you had to witness that.
Is it true? What she said about you killing someone?
Each of us have our pasts. I am no exception.
You've killed all the lords so far. Why? Wait,
Before,
what?
Back in Menancia, you mentioned having taken a friend's life over the throne. Is that what she meant?
The mistakes I made there were not my first, and may not be my last. I will say no more.
Red Riding Hood teleport around?
Did you mean what you
Maybe?
said? About letting her take your life if she wanted to?
Okay.
She has more right to my life than
So-
anyone.
But you can't just...
Whatever happens, I have sworn to put
Some
an
of the
end to the crown
party
contest and to ensure continued
see her, and
coexistence
others
in
couldn't.
Menancia. I have no intention of expiring before I do so. There are far too many questions I still seek answers to. Besides, you have just as much reason to kill me as she does.
Dohalim!
Forgive me. Some things are best left unsaid.
Goose. No, okay, so I can't recall any of the other lords if we've seen them or not, but the last one we took on, Volrun, he was in his little crystal chair. This figure was beside him, standing next to him on the floor. He got rid of all the line of guards that were there, so we could deal with him. I do remember I said at the time, who's the fuck is this person who's still there, waiting, right? And then what happened was, they had a conversation once they were trying to put the orbs together for the different, the cores, the master cores for the different elements. And this figure, the entity, the woman in red, came along, done her thing. And other party members were like, we seen her elsewhere. Dohalim and Shion didn't. They'd never seen him at all. I'm sure Alphen said that he saw this person when we took on Balseth. I can't remember that though. I don't know if there was or there wasn't. So I'm wondering if they've kind of disguised themselves in a way against... I can never remember. Is it the Renans or the Danans? I can't fucking remember. They're so similar in name. I'm like, I don't know. The ones who are lording over everyone, I don't know if they can see her. Orange gel. Are you trying to... Okay. Well, that's dead. Ah. What are you doing that, doggo? He's just like throwing rocks over it. I feel guilty about fleeing with our kids out there fighting. There's no need to worry about them coming from a higher ranking family than ours. It makes our astral art stronger than ours, simply fulfilling their duty to society as members of the ruling elite. I know, but it still doesn't sit right with me. Going through here? Mysterious red-clad woman who appears to serve the 5 lords. In the wake of the lord's defeat, she begins to operate more brazenly, but her goals and origin remain shrouded in secrecy. Oh, there's a lot to go. You're healing people. We're here? This is crazy. How long is this going to keep on? I don't know. Normally we would have had orders from top brass informing all the separate classes what they need to do. I doubt that's happening. The whole chain of command in this city seems like it's been broken down. Nobody knows what's happening. Doesn't mean someone somewhere isn't watching our every move. For now, we should see if there's anyone higher ranking around here. Maybe they'll have an idea about what we should be doing. I wonder if there's a view they see. Is she basically a personification of the Matrix? Is that where we're going with this? I don't know. It's one thing that's always confused me. Now, the opening video, which you guys haven't really seen all that often because of the music, I think it played like right at the very beginning, and I had to mute it. Like in the game itself. There's almost what seems like a glitchiness in what you're seeing. When an outside force tries to meddle, it appears in universe as her. Oh, maybe. But there might be more. There might be more of the red people, because the other video that played, and I was like, you know, you're wearing a different outfit, you've got a different hairstyle, that starts also playing at the beginning now, shows more than one of these red clothed people. Some tofu. Ooh. I can't imagine that'd be very nice, having been kept in a box. Middle of a street. The Vegan pen in bad shape. Who knows how many people have died. What happened to the Zoogles? Don't tell me they broke out. No, luckily we were able to seal them off before they got too far. It does much good when they've escaped in other districts too. I had to guess, there are a lot of Zoogles running loose throughout Lenegis. There are a lot more of them than us too. What are we going to do? All the best soldiers are stationed down in Dana. Significantly shorter than you though. I think everyone is. Dohalim's not. Maybe like our main characters are just better in height and stature in every way. I love they're using astral arts to try and put out the fire. Stretched him out to seem more lordly. Maybe it's his neck thing, maybe it's like neck elongation going on. Added on an extra foot or two. It's just an illusion. Extended more than his rod, as it were. Sure it's him who's got the neck. Is it? Yeah, he's got the neck rings. Yeah, that's an extra 2 foot right there. Okay, Sarah. No, maybe it's just the way the picture is. Okay, Kisara's taller than... Oh, fuck. Oh, Dohalim is taller than our Alphen. A foot or two of just neck. God, I'm imagining that and I regret everything. They're tall for like, yeah, compared to the rest of them. But I don't know. Oh wait, she not got high-heeled soldier shoes or something. No wait. Oh no. But Shion has heels. No, Kisara doesn't seem to have any heels on. Shion does. Rinwell, I'm not even entertaining looking at what she's doing because, you know, it's a half pint. She's just not that age as a half pint. Tall mummy.
Wow, this place is beautiful.
Yeah, it must be some sort of rest and leisure area for the locals.
You think? Man, these Renan sure know how to live it up, don't they?
Is something the matter, Dohalim?
Before I went down to Dana, my friends and I, we used to gather at
becoming
this
one of
very
them.
spot and play music together. Avakir, Faria, and Tarnagan. That was a lifetime ago now.
Tarnagan. He was the one that Faria mentioned, right?
He was once my dearest, closest friend.
Oh.
As well as Faria's betrothed. Despite Faria's lower class upbringing, she possesses a tremendous talent for music. Entranced by her playing, I helped her overcome her sense of inferiority and introduced her to Tarnagan and Avakir. It was a time of great joy.
Is he saying Tarnagan or Targanan?
With no care for social standing. Only the next song, the next melody.
A friendship based on mutual respect, and a society where everyone is a prisoner to their social class. You really are different, Dohalim.
I suppose it's natural you would see it as strange.
Different obsessed with cataloging physical traits.
I would have, once.
The bird in a previous life.
Now, I think the idea of breaking away from society's constraints and choosing your friends based solely on affection is something beautiful that's worth cherishing. Besides, it was that way of looking at the world that laid the foundations for coexistence in Menancia.
Your praise does me too great an honor. I was merely following the wishes of my own heart. And even then, it only lasted until the crown contest began. After that, Tarnagan and I became fierce competitors for the position of Lord.
They had a typo.
Tarnagan had fallen for Faria. By becoming Lord, he aimed to wrest her from her humble origins and raise her to the highest echelons of society. But fate was not so benevolent.
What happened?
Tarnagan was no match for me in combat. On a level playing field, he wouldn't have stood a chance. But he was desperate and low on options, and he couldn't stand the thought of defeat.
You mean he resorted to dirty tactics to try to win, right? But then why does Faria think... Wait,
Alvin's just north
don't
of
tell
average
me
height
she
for a
doesn't
dude.
know.
How could I tell her? Combined with the trauma of losing her beloved, and by her friend's hand, no less, she would have been devastated.
So instead you let her go on hating you, so she could use that hate as a crutch for her grief?
That's not the same as running away, though.
It is exactly the same. Unable to face the loss of my friend and the burden of my duty. Instead, I decried my fate and looked away from what I'd done. As for what happened after...
Okay.
That you already know.
But if you hadn't become Lord, Menancia wouldn't be what it is now. The Danans there would still be suffering under Renan oppression like before.
Shion's right. What other lord would have treated me as you did? Anyone else and I would have been dead long ago. You've saved so many people, Dohalim. You saved me. It's thanks to you that I'm here today. So, try not to blame yourself. The burden you've placed on your own shoulders is too much for anyone to bear.
185? Yeah.
Frank as always.
I thought he was taller.
But I shall do my best to heed your advice.
He's like 6 foot then.
Do you think he'll be all right?
Yeah, I think so. He's got Kisara.
It's important to have someone like that.
I didn't realize how difficult it is just to be there for someone.
Sometimes just knowing someone's on your side can be enough. And he knows, Shion. I promise he does.
I hope you're right.
Ooh. Spying on us.
Alphen,
Yeah?
I never appreciated until recently just how much you were always there to support me.
It goes both ways. You've helped me keep going more times than I can count.
Oh, same with you.
I still wanted to say thank you.
Everyone should be believed, not just Zeugles are out of control. Apparently a group of armored soldiers have started to rebel too. Well, we know we may be seeing the start of some kind of uprising. Don't you think so? It's absurd. Who could possibly plot such a conspiracy and think they could get away with it? True, if you rebel against the Sovereign, you're rebelling against the entire Renan civilization. It's hard to say one way or another. Nothing like this has ever happened in the history of Lenegis. We just know too little. If things don't calm down soon, don't you think we should board a starship so we can evacuate? We can't. You need to have the Sovereign's permission to enter a starship for anything other than the crown contest. Oh, shit, really? Well, where's the Sovereign? Why isn't he here to lead us in our time of need? Is that how it is? Really? Right, we got anything new? Nothing hiding there. Nothing hiding there. Nope, nothing there either.
I see a medic and supply officer over there. If they know you're with me, they'll likely offer their assistance.
Ooh, special point. Did he have like... Oh damn it, I can't see closer. He got like plants in a... Oh shit, camera. Little tiny bit. No, too much. Yeah, it looks like there's plants there in the corner. Did my eyes deceive me, or has my shop been blessed by Lord Dohalim and his servants? Anything I can help you with, my lord? Buy and sell. Nothing to sell. Okay, that's fine. What actually? What about buying? Oh fuck. Ooh. Oh. Okay, so I won't buy it for those two. We'll get it for you. Get it for you. It's less. Less there. Oh, but that one's 48. Plus 48. It's elemental, I think. You know what? We'll get this. And we'll get your one too. I'll take a hit in the other two things for a plus 48. Those two I won't get just yet. Because I don't need them. Let's see the weaponry. Ooh, Gladius Rennie? The hell? Oh, I don't have enough. Shit. Assault shot. The fuck is that thing? Are we firing a fucking, I don't know, a person out of a cannon? Oh, you can't find a blood type. Yeah, usually that's a thing, isn't it? That's a weapon. They've just taken a tube and added some extra things to it. Scloptum. What the fuck is that? Yeah, that's a gun. Nope. Ooh. Get a bit more regal with that. Weaponized umbrella stand. You've got... Alright, see, hers are underwhelming because it's just a book. Oh, goes up 111. Ooh. I only have one. Kestis. So your polls are underwhelming as well. I'm not sure what this... Oh god, wrong way. This is at the end. Why we want to hook someone in? Oh god, I can't. Oh god, I can't get. Nope. There we go. No, that weapon. This is a weapon. Oh god. This is good fucking. You know, you get like t-shirt cannons. I'm pretty sure Kisara is O negative though. She can give her blood to everyone. Yeah, because she's looking after everyone. Yeah. Who would have the selfish blood? Who's the one who can only like give to themselves? Who would have that? I kind of feel like it would maybe be Dohalim, but more through like it would ignorant. Because he's ignorant to everything, so I imagine that his blood would be ignorant to everyone else as well. Regal bollocks, yeah. What do we have? Accessories. Oh, I do need more of these. I don't know where to get them from though. I can manage a ranch from elsewhere. We have an ignorant blood. Ooh. Really knows Gary oxygen, frankly.
You can never be too
Is this healing? Goodness, never expected to be graced by Lord Dohalim and his companions. If there's anything I can do for you all, please, by all means. We'll do a rest and we will cook beforehand. I'll go XP boost because why not? I feel like
done. This is
if we're
sure
getting
to give
this
the
just
others
now,
some much needed
there's gonna be a
energy.
fight next. But unfortunately, I'm gonna have to head off once we've came back from this. Don't want to go through there just yet. For blood type over star sign though. See, star signs just get a bit like, you know, whatever you want it to be. Oh no, that was, yep, we were keeping it before, weren't we? Yeah. Oh man. Okay, I'm kind of wondering where the hell this is going. I'm still, you know, no further forward with the what might be happening. But yeah, so thank you everyone. Good to head off just now. It's always appreciated. I'll be back on tomorrow, definitely in the evening, with more of this. Try to think if there's anything else going on. Don't know. Go have a look through and see if I can set up something else with stream. I don't know how easy it'll be to do. Like, what else can I do? What else can I annoy people with? What sound clips have I got that can annoy people with? Basically. That's where I'm heading with that. But yeah. So more Tales of Arise tomorrow evening. Potentially something in the afternoon, but I'm just faffing around to other things. If you date another Capricorn, would that be astrological inbreeding? No. I think it's more the common ground. It's the understanding between them. But yes, there's things I want to try and do, but I'm just not sure what I want to use. I'll look up and see if there's other things. But yeah, so thank you everyone for watching. I hope you're all doing well, and I might see some of you soon. So thank you all. Good night.